Hello. Hello, gamers. Gamer time. We're gaming. Well, there goes my cue to sleep. That's not the right cue. Wait, that is the right cue. Never mind. Mods, kill me. Never mind. Mods, execute me. I messed up. This was the triangle weight bit that we were talking about. The triangle weight bit. What?
By the way, what happened to triangle weights? By the way, what happened to triangle weights? Why did they only have triangle weights back in like the 1920s? Why couldn't they just build like normal looking weights? What was up with the triangle weights back then? Like, why did they have that?
So true. Wait a minute, so true? Wait, actually, but real question though? But really, why? Why did they only, you know, I'm glad you reminded me of this. Why did they only have triangle weights back then? Like what, why were they doing it like that? That's a really good question that I raised to myself. That's a very good question. I was hoping to see Pee-wee know. Let's see. Let's go talk to them. Hello?
They would have had to like have gone up against like double like killers effectively.
Hello. Hey ZP, I have a question for you. They reminded me of the bit that I did a couple weeks ago. Why in like the 1900s did they lift triangle weights? Like and they've stopped that. They don't do triangle weights anymore.
Well, you know, as someone that lived in the 1900s, I wasn't really paying close attention back then.
I can't help. Sure. I'm from the 1700s, so I can't help.
Well, I mean, it's more so just like I just don't know if anyone has the answer to that question about who has the triangle. Why do they have the triangle weights?
When you say triangle, do you mean like the weights, the circular weights? They used to be triangles.
Yes, like they would be in like striped shirts, like the strong would be in striped shirts, and they'd be like who, and they'd be lifting, and the weights were all triangle shaped.
If I had to guess, it used to be triangle because then the weight could sit like flat on the ground. But then people I'm just guessing.
They hadn't built like a dumbbell rack back then.
It being circles, it's probably like it serves the same purpose. It can still sit flat, but I don't know. Maybe you could be a little bit more flexible, moving around a little bit too.
That's a good question. That's it reminded me.
Maybe the weights were more easy to use as weapons when they're triangles. Imagine a triangle weight. Imagine a 20 a 45-pound.
You think a triangle weight is easier to use a weapon than like a dumbbell? I feel like a dumbbell is easier.
I mean, either way, you're getting fucked up. Also, when you came in Avast, I was telling him about how like if you happen to go 0-2 in Rivals, it turns out that you're like giga fucked and like you don't get to play a professional game for like 3 months, basically.
Well, you know, great system. Great system.
I also,
hello, Cutter Cookies.
I also told him about the great udon tragedy.
Oh, it's okay. I got my udon, and I only lost.
Known as Deep Udon Horizon.
They didn't lose that. I didn't lose that much udon, honestly. I lost like 25% of the broth, which really isn't that big of a deal. So I just put in a splash of water to you know, essentially to give it a little bit more volume, and it was fine. It was fine, you know.
Dilute the broth. Dilute the remaining broth with water.
That's a little bit different from you, like, having your breakdown where you looked at your phone and the phone said, like, you lost half of it.
Well, see, that's what I thought had happened. That's what I thought had happened, and then it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, actually. Hello, Fanera. Hello. So I got saved, and it was good. It was some good-ass fucking udon. It slapped. I love udon, dude. It slapped. It had some shaved radish over the top. Little thin sliced beef, some green onion, a poached egg. Oh, a little chili oil drizzled over it. Oh, it slapped.
Everything he just said, minus 25% of that. And that's what he actually got.
Just the broth. All the filling was fine.
So you had concentrated fillings.
Yes, it was, and then I just added a splash of water, and we were chilling.
Also, Avril, you are missing out.
How many subs to get you to butter up like Sideshow?
Just because, well, mostly day 1 and potentially day 3, where Dogman is in a knockdown.
I don't think I'm buttering up
Dogman
like
is in a
Sideshow.
knockdown, drag-down fight with jobless bums.
Everyone in the chat's a sub. Not
I
true.
heard
Cherry
he's
Tomato
fighting with
Boys
players.
is not a sub.
Oh yeah,
So-
I do the same thing, but I do mine over Twitter.
Think
He
about
does
that.
his on the stream.
that's right.
It was good though.
Are the players actually pros in the tournament, or are they just
Yes. Well, the thing is, their team name's Jobless Bums, and they're
name of the team is
unpaid.
Jobless
But
Bums.
they're good. They're a good team. They're a good team though.
Wow. I'm gonna
Great name,
cast the
King.
player beef.
Yeah. Did you guys see Sideshow get buttered up? Did you guys see that?
I heard about it. What was that about? What's the
I
story
think he
behind
was
that?
doing a bet to his chat about a team losing in Masters Toronto, and they lost, and so he had to butter himself up. So,
Why does Sideshow always lose bets?
he's just a content king, you know. He loves the.
Also, didn't you say he's trying to regrow his hair? But that's like trying to, your earth has been salted, and you're hoping that you could grow like produce in it at that point.
Yeah. I spilled water on myself. This is so sad. But I think it's just it's a natural consequence of being bald. You know, the balder you are, the more content you're looking to farm. I think he does do it on purpose, so he can like get buttered up and like naked in front of the chat, but everyone can be like, "Oh, it's just a bit. You're punishing me. You're punishing me."
Oh,
No,
Yeah, that's
don't butter me up. I
Here's the
don't want to
photo.
be covered
Let's see,
in
where is
butter.
it? I think this is the
Oh.
photo. Yeah. Oh my
so he did it on.
god.
He did it on stream. Like, it was-
He's so shiny.
Okay, well, let's see it.
He's so fucking shiny. You can look at the stream, or I can link it. Do you want me to link it in Discord?
links in me. So I can
Look
show
in the
it as well.
group call chat.
Okay, I'll put it in the group call chat. He's really shiny, bro.
For some reason, I got the impression he did this on like the Masters Toronto stream, but then I realized it makes more sense he did it on his own stream.
He is a high. This is a high T individual for sure.
That does not. I'm pretty sure that's horrible for your skin. Is it not?
I don't know. I mean, ask all the people that are using like beef tallow to like shower now because
Wait,
they're
this is
afraid
the
of
second
soap.
time he does. Yeah, Phoebe, it's the second time he's done it. It may not be a punishment anymore. It may just be a kink. Like,
I mean, I'm sure it's not horrible for your skin. It probably, if anything, just clogs your pores and shit. It's probably not like bad for you. It's just fucking clogs up your fucking pores with all the animal fat and butter. So yeah,
wait, was he like eating something? Was he
He
like
does look
rubbing
like a.
it?
I think he
He looks
was.
like a Capcom game villain. That's what he looks like.
You know what is funny is like at times we had like a comment once on the like RFN co-stream where like the main stream is like, wow, like these guys haven't aged in 10 years. And that's just like, I don't know, forget that guy with Josh is like radically just changing to the like the no hair extreme mustache look. Like,
I mean, to be fair, if he stays in that look for a while, he will not age because it's really
No,
tough to age out of that.
he will Patrick Stewart. Like, you know the part where like Patrick Stewart like looked like kind of an old 40-year-old and then like didn't age for like 30 years.
He also used the butter from his body to put on the toast. I see. He was eating the butter from his body to put on
Yeah,
toast.
that's what I was afraid of.
A radical, definitely a radical first
Does he, like-
step
Does he
for him.
grab does he grab the slice of bread and like wipe it on his body then eat it? Or, like, is that how he gets the butter?
I mean, I don't know. Let's see. There's a clip. This is months ago. So here's a clip from months ago when he did the same thing.
Artemis, thank you for the 10 gifteds.
he's
Thank
done
you
it more
very
than
much.
once. What I'm hearing.
I
Butter
can't
up.
stand up. I
This
can't stand
guy
up.
definitely has a finish. I think he's got a finish.
No, yeah, I'm full on the fetish train at this point.
Chat, I can't stand up.
Yo, stand up.
Like it's a big old please, no, don't make me do that. Anything but that.
I feel like this. I feel like this whole. I'm sorry. I feel like this whole bit
I
here
can't stand up.
is Josh just wanting to show his body to people. He's just wanting to show his body to people.
Stand up.
He's not ripped.
But why is he doing this? He just wants to get. He just
I mean,
wants to
is
get.
he old enough now for the midlife crisis?
No, he's not. He's not old enough for the midlife crisis.
I mean, he's in his mid-30s now, is he not?
No, he's not. He's like 30.
What?
He's 30 years old.
No.
Josh and I are like the same age, I believe.
How? You literally look like 15 years younger than he does at this
Well,
point.
I mean, The butter's gonna rehydrate him. Just give it a second. The butter's gonna rehydrate him, man. Tell Art goodnight, dude. Art's been asleep for like 2 hours. Her ass is, she sleeps with the AirPods in because I'm loud as fuck. He's 31, yeah, so he's like a year older than me. A little less, well, 6 months or so, 6 or 7 months. Or 8.
Bro, that's a little wild.
Wake her up to tell her goodnight. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up! Wake up! They wanna tell you goodnight. Wake the fuck up!
Well, I mean, you have to explain that's from Anime Gamer Girl.
The fuck? I thought Saiji was 41. No, guys, you're just listen. This is why he's putting the butter on himself. Okay, he's restarting his skin barrier.
No, legitimately, like I think at the beginning of like.
Don't worry, Muffin. I got you this one. I got you this one.
Probably like could be argued
Don't worry.
younger than I did. I feel like I've mostly.
I got you,
in the same
Muffin.
lane, and Josh is just like
Tonight we're not losing.
just like gone the other direction. It's like Jesus Christ.
Use beef tallow moisturizer and egg white conditioner. This is just turning me into a pastry. If I put beef tallow moisturizer and egg white conditioner on myself, you can throw me into the oven and turn me into a croissant. Like I'm just gonna come on out crispy as fuck and flaky. If anyone's rubbing like beef tallow and shit, what's up? And a splash of water. And a splash of water to help the moisture, of course. Yeah, maybe a little bit of vanilla. Maybe a little bit of vanilla. So yeah, I do see people that like there are people that are washing themselves or like using beef tallow like moisturizer and shit, and they're using it to like their soaps. And I'm like, which to be fair, I think soap it kind of can make sense if you use like tallow. I'm not sure, but I'm like, what the fuck? You must smell like a McDonald's hamburger.
Well, no, not a modern-day McDonald's hamburger. Not unless RFK Jr. gets his way.
No, it's no. Well, I mean, a Steak and Shake burger, because technically they did the whole thing.
Secret to staying young is to eat as many preservatives as possible.
That's true, because they preserve you.
Yes.
They preserve you.
See?
Exactly.
See, if it preserves the food, then I'll be immortal. If all I do is eat non-stop preservatives, then surely I'll become immortal.
I've been drinking like a glass of formaldehyde a day to keep myself young. Just one glass. One glass of embalming fluid every day, and I'm gonna look really good. There's no way my skin will change. I'm gonna be looking good as fuck. I'm gonna hit like 60 years old looking like a fucking plastic doll. They're gonna be like, holy shit.
Oh, Avril, what's your take on this for player name stuff? If a player specifically would have their way to like name themselves something that is really bad for a caster to say, on the whole, would you just ignore it? It's yeah. Specifically, are you familiar with the Speedily situation?
No.
Here.
What do you do?
Well, Speedily has turned his name into, he has made his name to sound like a racist Asian caricature of them speaking English where they can't say the L's. So instead of Speedily, it says Speedery. And he,
no, it says Speedery.
Whatever. There's an SH, and he wants, and then Tasma's always like, you guys should just say his name, and I'm like, well, I don't know if we should. I don't think we should be. I don't know if I should say the name. Weird. Well, he's Asian, so he's allowed to do it. He's allowed to do it.
To do that.
But
it's not
you
the
know,
most egregious thing ever, but
Dude,
it is strange that he would choose to do that.
It's not weird to me that a player has done something dumb. It's weirder to me that like Envy, which is fucking awesome to work with on everything, is this is like the one line to say. I was like, no, you actually, in fact, you should say his name. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why am I getting Walter White?
Yeah, it's a trap. It's a trap. I'm getting baited by Speedily to say the racist Asian pronunciation.
What he's trying to do is he's trying to get you to say it, and then as soon as you do, he changes his name back. And then he clips you. He's like, look at what this guy did.
And we got him. We got him.
Got his ass.
We fucking got his ass. Have you seen mummies? They're not looking young. I mean, I would say mummies look young for being like 3,000 years old, right? Mummies look pretty young for being 3,000 years old.
Have you seen those bog people?
I fixed the alert
They
box.
look pretty good for 10,000 years old.
Hello, Caden. Thank you for the tier 1.
I
don't know if I'll marry you, though.
Have you seen the bog people?
Dude, 3,000 years? If you're 3,000 years old and you still have skin on your body, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean, most people.
That's
most
pretty
people
good.
Are just bones at that point.
That's not a bad track record. Did you actually fix it or did it fix itself? No, I did it offline. I fixed it. I did it. I control it. Dude, Avril, how's your day been today, huh? I know what ZP's done today. What have you done today?
Wow,
Just
you
basically slept, honestly.
That's good.
I
I
played some
will.
Blueprints last night after we finished.
Mm-hmm.
The first time playing Blueprints.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I've never played a game like that before, so
I've heard it's good, and then I've heard a lot of people say also it's too frustrating to play.
it is frustrating. No, because like the game keeps like throwing little jabs at you, like fuck you, I got you, like that kind of shit. Like you think you're making progress, you think you're doing good, and the game just fucks you. So that does happen.
It was fun. Okay.
I don't know. It's not bad. It's like a very unique roguelike experience. Not anything I've played like before.
Oh yeah. On my somewhat like bi-monthly nag, Avril, when are we getting the deadlock content out of you?
0 on
What's it
target.
gonna be?
Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep, 0.
Probably.
Have a good
once I get
sleep.
past- Probably once.
Go on.
Probably once Overwatch fucks me in the ass extremely hard. No, probably past this current string of like casting I'm about to do, all the different stuff. It's not even just Overwatch, by the way. It's like other stuff as well.
Oh, you got
At least
unannounced
you're getting
projects?
A little bit of Valorant work, right?
Avril's quiet. Oh, I'll turn him
Yeah,
up.
I got some Valorant recently, so
Well,
trying to dip my toe back in.
I mostly say it like truthfully out of love, in the sense of like you have a window for this, but like if you drag your ass, the window will close, and then you will be amongst like everyone else banging on the door.
And you have to
like,
remember,
trying to get
ZP
in.
is hard chilling this game, no matter what. You have to remember
I
that
know, but
ZP is hard chilling.
my shilling has good data behind it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, listen, you can be right and still be shilling. You know, they can be two
No.
things.
You're not like I admit, like you are correct. There is an element of shilling, but I also would shill it if I didn't believe in the situation.
The situation, the wrestler.
What is there actually a wrestler named?
I thought there was. I thought there was a wrestler called the situation. I thought there was. Listen, I'll tell you about the situation. Okay, situation here. My ass. Sleep until 6 p.m. today. Technically yesterday. Waking up, getting up, and immediately hopping onto the co-stream for Rivals. Missing everything that's going on in Toronto. And then, are you thinking of the Jersey Shore dude? Was he a Jersey Shore guy? I thought he was a wrestler.
Oh, in terms of
Why would his
stuff
name
like
be
that,
called The Situation?
Presumably, you got to have like a day where you're just like drinking with Seth, right?
I've already done that, to be fair. I've already seen Seth, and I've seen them. I've seen Seth
All days in a
twice.
row.
I've seen Seth
Well,
twice so
that's
far.
a Seth experience.
It's a lot.
Which is why, you realize how weird it was, like, hanging out with Seth in Riyadh last year. Like, I've never seen Seth sober like that many
Yeah,
days.
never, no alcohol in sight.
No,
Nope.
the most fun experience about, actually, the best part about that experience being with Seth sober is that eventually we caved. I
Was he
say we,
shaking
really
out of
was he.
excitement? Was he
And
shaking
we
out of
went-
excitement after being sober?
We caved and we went to the hotel bar that didn't serve any alcohol, only like 0 Heinekens and shit, like 0 alcohols is what they had. And so we caved and we did that. Because it was the closest thing you could get to actually drinking like alcohol. So, it was just
Dude,
good.
that sounds like no one's got a problem. It sounds like no one's got a problem. Sounds like everything's good. Sounds like, I mean, Seth, the guy that had the bartender be the best man at his wedding, essentially. I know he can handle his alcohol pretty responsibly. There's one thing I know about that. But yeah, I've seen him twice. I might see him again. Because I had some more friends come up to Toronto. I need to see Albert. Albert's up in Toronto right now, but it's like I'm essentially a zombie for the next.
Wait, what the fuck is Albert up to right now?
Are you okay?
He's getting interrogated about the udon.
Yep. Sounds about right.
What I should have done is gaslit him about dropping it. It's like, actually, I know I dropped it, but really you dropped it. So here you go. Here's your dropped udon.
But really, I'm pretty sure it was you that dropped it the entire time.
He's like, fuck, I dropped the udon. Damn it.
No,
Classic
she was
mistake, happens to everyone.
coming in here to tell me I'm too loud.
Well,
She was like, my ass is too loud.
I mean, to be fair, she knew what she was getting into.
That's true.
Hey,
That's
you
true.
sounded normal to me. You
I
sounded
thought
normal
so.
to me.
I thought so as well. But apparently I'm louder than yesterday, and I thought I was talking at the exact same volume.
Tell her her hearing is better than yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. Her hearing's better than yesterday. That's a good point.
Yeah, and you're getting blamed for it. That's
I know.
actually kind of fucked.
I know it is. By the way, does everyone? I'm assuming Avril, you have Poker Face winning this.
They should win this.
They
yeah.
should win this. Yes.
But
I
it would
agree.
be funny if they didn't too, because it'd be kind of hilarious if they didn't.
Wait, are they not listing the record anymore on the UI?
Well, this is technically LCQ, so like the record doesn't really
Okay,
matter
okay,
that much. But like they're pretty much both these teams are not that good. Like Poker Face has been historically just better than ONSIDE, but they're not
They're
that
listing
good.
the seeds. They got 7th seed and 8th seed is what they list now
Yeah.
from the group stage.
Poker Face, I guess they changed their roster up entirely from like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right, CP.
they got their roster poached up. Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty. The Heiser is like, especially because Orissa's like, it's very weird because the thing is, I think Spint is pretty solid, and Heiser is not bad, but on Orissa he put up like a masterclass, but he doesn't really play. He hasn't really been playing that much Orissa. But I guess this map isn't like an Orissa map, to be fair. So it's but
Next map.
he's pretty.
Next. Watch the Orisa swap next map, and he'll just start dominating.
Yeah, next map maybe. Sorry, I had to end the Preds chat. I'm sorry. The Preds had to be ended. We couldn't let you keep Predding. But Poker Face is like probably the favorite in this, and I mean I think if ONSIDE wins this, it would be kind of a semi upset, but not like insane.
The nice thing about Korea is like even I think if you're like a low seed in Korea and you beat a slightly higher seed, I don't see that as like a hugely out of place thing, because I don't think there are giant care gaps until you get to like close to the Crazy Raccoon level.
Yeah. And even Crazy Raccoon could like theoretically lose, but really they're the only team that's like kind of far and away looking like a somewhat distinctly better from people in their like region. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting night, because I think this match, the T1 Crazy Raccoon match, is like relatively interesting. I think, what was the other match? It's like I forgot.
AGG and Zeta.
Yeah, AG Zeta is gonna be, that's a banger. AG Zeta is a banger. It's like an Omega banger. This one I don't think is gonna be a banger necessarily. I think Poker Face should handily win, though I do say that as the first round that ONSIDE already has like a pretty decent cap advantage.
Sorry, we know Heiser the Orisa player, so you know.
Yeah, we do know that.
They're gonna lose this map because they're not gonna play Orisa until we get to University, and then they'll turn it around.
They did lose yesterday. It's true. Crazy Raccoon did lose yesterday.
It's the best part about Korea. Even the best team can lose. Absolute cinema.
How do you feel about you were casting NBA, right?
Imagine going to university
IPI.
at Oasis,
Who was
and
casting
then a
what?
gorilla lands
You were
on your
casting
head and
EMEA,
squashes it like a
right?
grape.
Thank you for the
When?
Like just this weekend, I thought.
thank you for the tier 1.
Or not?
No, I haven't done any casting yet.
Oh no.
Imagine going to
mixing up.
university at Oasis, and then a gorilla lands on your head and squashes it like a grape.
Wait. Do I have this on monitor?
No, my follow-up question is gonna be like, how is EMEA? Is all. If you've been watching.
They've really shaken up the power rankings a lot. I think it's still very competitive among like top 3, maybe 4 teams, top 3 teams in particular. But even the other teams in the middle have started to get more competitive. Like Genji stopped screwing around. They look better now. I haven't seen an Ultimates game in a while, but they also need to play a good team for me to like think that they've turned things around as well. Doesn't count if they just beat up bad teams. And then there's a lot of bad teams.
There we go. That should have fixed alerts. I think I had them. Let me replay this real quick. Oh, I will replay that, but I think I fixed it. It's because I didn't have the alert box added to the sound. Should be fixed now. I do like imagine going to University to Oasis and a gorilla lands in her head and squashes it like a grape. I do like that though. Okay.
You know it's bad when attackers on ball? This guy's an off-tank play. He does not play ball. So you know shit's bad.
Yeah, attack is like a hard like off tank player. So
By the way, Pokerface had turned that shit around. They were losing pretty hard before. Now they fully turned it around. If Pokerface are winning on the Winston map, it's not looking good for ONSIDE. It's not looking good.
I mean, I would say that like I think the problem with ONSIDE in general is that like they don't feel like they have a lot of frag power in general. Attack is only good at off tanks, and like honestly, the best part of this team, shockingly enough, is like Irony and Opener, in my opinion. Which is actually crazy because like Auto and Kilo should be a pretty decent DPS line.
Yeah, but Otto is like 200 years old, and I don't know. I just haven't seen Kilo.
Dude, it's
for a long
crazy.
time either.
It's the beef tallow moisturizer. He looks good for 200. He looks really good for 200. Will you stop talking about imagining going to university at Oasis and your head gets squashed like a grape by a Winston landing on you? Can you guys stop mentioning that? Aren't both of them 29? Yeah, they're both like nearing 30. Who would be 30?
Imagine you're just a citizen of Oasis driving your car along, and somebody runs into you in traffic.
That you're about to do the
And then you just what's the copy pasta?
The copy pasta is imagine going to university at Oasis and then a gorilla lands on your head and squashes it like a grape.
Oh.
I mean, reasonable.
Is that reasonable?
I mean, it's the future. Anything fucking goes.
The government should stop gorillas landing on you and killing you instantly, in my opinion, in the future.
Ben can go to a better team. What do you think? Not by a lot. Like, what would be a better team?
He could maybe do like Vec. He could do Vec.
Vec is lower. What do you wait? Vec is below them.
That's a good point. Yeah,
The problem
I
is
forgot.
a better team right now is literally Old Ocean, ranked one spot above them.
And also the
ranked
problem is
one spot above Old Ocean is Falcons. So yeah, I don't know if Spin can really go.
And
to a
also,
better team.
I don't think Spint is better than the DPS for Old Ocean, honestly. If I'm being totally honest. He looked good at points, like better at points, but I don't know. It's so competitive in Korea. But he is good. He is a very good player. I do think Spint is like one of the better players on this roster. I also think Alien at times is like Alien sometimes he'll like pop the fuck off and I'm like, is Alien really good? And then he'll be like insanely quiet for like a long time.
I've always seen him as a Soj player. I've always seen Alien as a Soj player. I feel like this year, I don't know. I haven't been feeling the fray out of him yet. I haven't been feeling it.
Becky clears all. I did see. I think it was like Thomathan like
Becky
did a thumbnail.
does,
He did a thumbnail and it was like, I think it was like Becky and. Or it's like, or it was like, or maybe it was like, it was either like proper. Who was the thumbnail? I wish I could find the thumbnail. It was like proper or whatever, and it says, and then the text of the thumbnail was like, "Becky is my father" or something. It was killing me. The thumbnail was fucking killing me. Sogecoin, yeah, a little Sogecoin, buy the dip of the Sogecoin.
Avast had to explain the faraway story to.
Oh yeah, I did the faraway story today for the Rivals co-stream.
You're spreading the faraway lore.
It's one of the best. It's just
to other games now.
It's just such a good. It's just such a
You're
fucking.
there.
Like,
You're there.
good
The
piece of
Rivals
lore.
coach is like, man, is there any deep lore in this game and the players like we have in Overwatch, like faraway?
Well,
Like
there is some deep lore with the jobless bum team because Dustin Dogman hates him.
It did come up because they're far, like the Overwatch players there, and we had to like clarify it. Well, it's not far away 1987. But while we're talking about far away, do you know about the 1987?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, grooming.
Dude, do you want to talk about like a crazy, like who's someone that's been like around forever? It's fucking Far too. Far has been like, he was in Overwatch for years and years, and now he's in Rivals. I'm like, what the fuck? It's Far?
Who's
Far? He was a North American.
It's FAR?
Yeah, FAR. He was a North American like contenders player for like a long time, and he played pre-contenders and shit too, but like before Overwatch League.
The most ridiculous person that's still around,
Hello,
if you think
Orens.
about it, is probably Nevix, though.
Will I be buttering up? No, I'm not buttering up.
Actually,
tonight.
Rujay
I'm not.
Hong is the real answer.
No. Nevix predates Rouge Hong.
How old is Nevix?
I mean, he's probably closer to 40 than 30, would be my assumption.
I can't. I don't think that's possibly true. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think that's true. Nevix is like, or Jaehong's like 30. What is he? 33, 32. So.
God,
I may be wrong.
ZP is so
Nevix
ZP is
was-
so fucking wrong. Nevix was born 96. Jaehong was born 91. Only 5-year gap.
So Nevix then was really young at the beginning of Overwatch.
Yeah, he was just insanely young. Yeah.
Okay.
When
No, 'cause,
Overwatch
like,
began,
Nevix
he was
literally
really
the
young.
first Overwatch game I ever fucking casted that wasn't even broadcast. So, I mean, Nevix
Unks
goes
running
pretty far
esports.
back.
Yeah, Unks are running esports now, much in the same way that like I think esports kind of like the housing market. You know, you had to be in for a while. You had to be in it for a while. You had to get into the ground floor. Except not actually true at all. Because like the youngins are coming. All the old like wash pros and rivals are getting like blown out by like 17-year-old kids that don't know how to do math or read or write because of ChatGPT.
Is that happening right now? Are they getting blown out?
Yeah, it's starting to happen.
Really?
It's starting to happen.
I feel like it usually takes a year for that to happen.
Wait, Otto actually kind of popped. Otto and Kilo actually kind of popped the fuck off there at the end.
I gotta be real right now. Pokerface they won the Winston map, lost the Orisa map.
Yeah, I don't
Questions?
understand
This
it.
is
I
so
don't
strange.
understand it.
This is very strange. So I was gonna say, yeah, anyway. It usually takes a year for the young blood to come in to displace the veteran old guard in a new game.
Yeah.
So if it's already happening, then uh-oh.
I mean, it's definitely starting to happen in Rivals bit by bit. Like, you're starting to see new people. I think it's taking longer in Deadlock so far, but that's just...
It's a game for 36-year-old software engineers, and it's not released yet, so
Yes.
it's gonna take
It's not
some.
released yet, so we'll put the pause on that one.
It's gonna have to. It has to be
Well, I
released.
also think it's the type of game where it's like... I just don't think there's as big of a learning curve to an OW-style hero shooter in the sense of, like, getting a 15-year-old acclimated that there is, like, a MOBA with, like, more rules and shit.
I think they lost the Orisa map because they played fucking Brig Ilari. You know what? That's probably a pretty good point. Yeah, Brig Ilari is maybe not the best support line of all time. You got a point there. I wonder how Brig Bap will do. Probably a lot better. Probably a lot better here for Pokerface. I honestly wasn't paying attention that much because I was like, Pokerface got this, but they lost the Orisa map, so now I'm like, what the fuck?
Little do you know that's gonna go to 5.
I don't think this one. I mean, well, to be honest, it could be a toilet bowl. It could be a Korean toilet bowl, Avril. I'm not gonna lie. This might be.
The thing is, the Korean toilet bowl games are so high quality than probably like a mid-tier EMEA NA game. So we're good.
You know, did EMEA have to get hit with the strays there?
They did. They did.
Well, EMEA was buying their own business. Avril just like drove by. I was like, boo.
No. They sent a 19-year-old after me, and now I'm going to war. That's the
This
problem.
guy.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
He's not letting it go.
Avast was like catches up on that. He's like, you know, I tried to tell Avril, just like, you know, don't do it. I was like, no, someone is wrong on the internet.
To be fair, he did. He calmed down. He calmed down. It's all good.
Who, Avril or the guy that you were going after?
Both.
I only launched one nuke. I didn't go full scorched earth or anything. It was just a singular tactical strike.
Dude, Pokerface are actually getting their shit pushed in. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're about to have 4 ults, but they're actually about to lose this map to ONSIDE. This is kind of fucked up, Pokerface. Dude, what happened? I remember when I watched Heiser play, like, earlier this season, I was like, this kid might be the next GOAT, and now I'm like, what the hell happened to my GOAT? What the hell happened to my fucking GOAT?
I was gonna say, is that one of those things where was he really just upset over preseason power rankings?
I mean, you know, people want to be right. That's all there really is to it.
It's a little deeper than that. If it was just that, I probably wouldn't have been as pissed. But it was slightly deeper than that because the overarching meta discussion around it is it also has something to do with the uncoachable guys repeatedly shitting on plat chat, and so there's a continuation of that narrative baked in to the predictions that is like, oh yeah, these guys do suck, and here's the proof because their 2-month-old prediction they made preseason on incomplete rosters is wrong.
Okay, so I've been a little bit toned down, and obviously, like, look, you know, straight, you don't have to go into full details, but like, has that escalated to like actual just like war in terms of like?
No, it hasn't. Well, no, because
it's just banter.
we don't do anything.
It's just banter.
We don't do anything.
Not
But
you
like,
guys, but like in terms of like, is the coachable side like routinely? You're saying they're routinely taking shots at plat chat or whatever, basically?
they just every now and then, but it's enough times that you see in the comments of that particular thread from the 19-year-old, just not even him. He started it. That's why I targeted him. But just all these fucking dumbasses, probably all these like 16 to 19-year-old dumbasses, all saying the same thing. Was like, oh yeah, these guys, like, how do they even survive a podcast? It's so wrong. It's all this bullshit. It's like, oh yeah, Uncoachables was right about them. These guys suck. It's like, dude,
I think
so
it's just
fucking. It's just exhausting, man.
I think it's
So I
just
decided to
banter.
launch. I decided to open the nuclear football and fucking launch one at them. You know, I don't care.
I mean, there's definitely a subversive. There's definitely a subversive, uncoachable element, I think, to like OWCS discussion now, and a lot of like new head fans that are very young that weren't really around for like, because there's a bunch of fans in OWCS now that actually like weren't Overwatch League fans, like a ton. Like,
Okay, so
there is a bit of a
nuanced take as to why there's a divide. My assumption from like stuff I've seen is that I think even relative to like early OWL days, I feel like the commentary, like when in terms of like the broadcast tone, has gotten like very, very nice to the point where like competitive players like look at it, they like, no, I need like more edge to everything. And like if you make a main broadcast that's like too basically like PG, people will go out of their way for like, you know, essentially the R-rated content. On the other hand, like where people will outright be like, yo, this player is fucking ass. And I think that may be like part of the divide that like ends up happening, especially because like if you're like 15 or 16 years old, you're generally going to be more entertained by like people being like, yo, this or what's it called, this player is just fucking shit.
You're like
Rather than,
70% of the way there. That's what I can tell you.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure that's part. I mean, personally, to me, I just find it fun banter. I don't really take it too seriously, like, and you know, I don't pay it mind. Also, ONSIDE are about to win the map. I can't believe it. They fucking beat Heiser on Orisa. I'm so pissed. My fucking Heiser Orisa stocks.
It's because Kilo is fragging on the cast.
But yeah, I don't take it seriously. I really just ignore it. Like, I'm not really gonna care what a 19-year-old says about anything. And it's just, you know, it's just good banter. It's just good fun that people blow out of proportion, I think, in some ways, and that's all there is to it.
Avast is also 70% of the way there. That's good.
I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm sure, like, people that are, like, being insanely rude about a preseason, like, ranking where they're not even, like, objectively correct about the ranking, which is the funniest part, is, like, they're gonna look back at that moment in 5 years, and they're gonna be like, oh, like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, why was I so invested in this game that literally half the tier 1 pros play out of their mother's basement? Like, there's not even money on the line anymore. Like, you're gonna move on. You're gonna move on with your life, you know, and it's gonna be fine. And you can still
just getting upset over a power ranking though is also just weird to begin with, because it's like you can be the most informed and keyed into the game of all time and still get fucking fucked over by like the off season where people are at. Because like at most you're gonna go by scrimbucks, and you may be right, but also like so much shit could change. It's kind of
No, you can get rolled by complete things that you couldn't even have predicted. Like people just hating each other in their teams. Like, dude, how is anyone supposed to know that two guys in a team are just gonna have some mad internal beef and start punching each other? You don't know that shit. It's like you can't predict that.
Dude, when two guys have internal beef, they need to give each other their beef internally. Am I right?
what the fuck is wrong?
So
This guy
true.
wants to start the gay porn discussion again. That's what I'm hearing.
-2, +2, yeah. So, you know,
Yeah,
it's just
I stopped doing.
whatever.
Like I remember during OWL, in the last year, 2023, I didn't even do a pushes power rank anymore because people got way too heated over it. I did the first 2 years, and the first 2 years, especially in 2022, people got so nasty. Like it just wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't worth it for me anymore to make it for fun, to then have people repeatedly fucking attack me over it for months on end as well. Like you get a comment like 6 months later, but like, oh, look at this rank. It's like, dude, seriously, you waited 6 months to come at me with this? Like, what are you doing? It's just, yeah, it just got, people made it so unfun because they took it so personally when I didn't rank their favorite team as high as they feel that I should have, you know? It got weird.
Yeah. I mean, overall, it's just not that serious. It's really just not serious. People that are taking it that seriously are people that, for the most part, they're just young and they're really invested in their fans, and that's fine. So, And I, as someone that's a fan of the content, that's fine with me too. But I'm just like not a kid, so I like, you know, I made it past it. And I think everyone should be allowed. If they want to get mad about preseason power rankings, that's fine with me. I don't really care. I don't care if people want to shit on rankings or anything. If you want to call us the dumbest people on earth, that's fine with me. I really don't care. I do not give a shit.
Well,
but it will make me laugh when Avril still dunks on it, because I'm like, you know what? At least someone will take the bait, because I won't take the bait.
We make the best good cop bad cop parents ever, where you're like, oh, I'm just a little disappointed. I'm just a little disappointed in this kid. Me, I'm getting the belt out. I'm just getting ready to go. Like, oh shit.
You know, it's just, well, but it's like, you know, it's just like, I mean, which to be fair, I respect that about you. But like, you know, to me, I look at it, I'm like, if I'm gonna like beef with the 19-year-old permanently online person, like, they're
Asian
it's like
parent versus white parent, fucking so true. Oh shit.
It's just
good,
like
that's
playing
good.
chess versus a dog, you know. Even if you win, okay, I played chess versus the dog. I'm like, what's the victory here?
The thing is, the difference is, after I beat the dog in chess, I then continue to shit talk the dog to its face, and it can't understand what I'm saying, which is the best part. Which means I can say anything I want.
Yeah. So, but definitely there is like an element. I think the more important element of like more than the fans is that there is an element of like people want to be very counterculture, and there's a lot of OWCS fans that are like drawn by the uncoachable like method, which I think is cool. Like, I think it's fine. And also, like, it is 100% correct that I think it's completely fair to say that Plat Chat is not the same product it was with Brennan Sideshow. But I'm like, those guys have been gone for literally how long have Brennan Sideshow been off Overwatch League? Like fucking 4 years?
2022.
4 years?
It's been
Almost?
5 years. It's
3?
No, it's been 3 years. I'm pretty sure.
3 years, you know? They've been gone for like
Because
fucking 3
They
years.
left after 2021, so
Yeah.
I thought they did 2022. Am I crazy?
no.
No, they didn't. They definitely didn't do 22. They definitely did
21
not
was
do
the
22.
last,
Yeah.
They've been gone for 4 years. 4 years from the product.
Three and
That's
a half, but yeah.
Yeah, essentially 4, you know? So,
At this point, have they been on the product less than the entirety of the product has existed now?
I think it depends on if you count pre-Overwatch League stuff and things like that, I think. But also Plat Chat didn't really exist as like a pre-Overwatch League product, so. But you know, it's like, and everyone's less invested in it because it's just there's less interest in competitive Overwatch content. So the people who are doing it are just doing it for love of the game. So I think if you want to wrap up I think if you want to be really invested in Overwatch esports, that's perfectly fine, and any esport, because it's just like,
which is why
yeah,
I think it's dumb to have any sort of like beef between any group or people making content about the game, because we're trying to succeed and do the same thing and help the game out and like do good by the community, you know. It's really silly for any group of people to like beef over that kind of shit, when it's just like, really, everyone should just be helping each other out, you know.
I think beefing is fun.
Rising tide lifts all boats
I think
kind
beefing's
of
fun.
thing.
Personally, I'm a big fan of beefing, but I think the beefing has to take place from like an inherently, you have to have a pure heart with the beef. Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Pure heart.
Do you understand what I'm saying there? I think content beef is funny. I think beefing
saying it needs
is
to be
funny.
free range beef, not like GMO kind of style is what you're saying.
It needs to be like a place of beef where it's not like inherent malice, you know?
Okay, it is funny that you just keep saying the word beef over and over again.
Well, that's what it is, you know? I think you just need to you need to beef in a way that's not full of malice in your heart, you know? You've unleashed the shackles of the more base emotions, and you're doing this because it's funny, more so than anything else.
Base level pounding.
What the fuck are you talking about? What was that? Base level pounding? What are you saying?
Sorry, I'm playing this FF7 game into boss game with the like you're saying base level and the boss just did an attack called like pounding at the same time. So.
The Z pound. But yeah, you know, I think it's fine. But that's all there is to the matter. Is, you know, I think it's good that the OWCS has young fans that are like hyper invested in the product, because that needs it, and the 19-year-olds will also look back upon their comments in the future and be like, damn, this is really silly, and hopefully still like the product. I think it's good for someone to mature while still liking a product.
I also say, like, in general, I think like OW content in terms of like how the scene conducts itself always had a war between like dark and light, going all the way back to like OWL season 1. and like I think the light side won in terms of like what was the content direction over the last few years, and then like a coach was more like the dark side coming back out.
The dark side. Light versus dark. I mean, to a degree. To a degree.
This guy's
Yes.
so George Lucas build. What's going on?
No, but like.
So imagine uncoachable is the like uncoachable. They're kind of like the Sith. They're the Sith. Just imagine, just to think of that. Unter, he's Darth Australian, the cunt. Darth Australian, the cunt here. He's gonna be. He's the most powerful of all the Sith order. But I mean, overall, I did. You know, I mean, maybe I think you're right to a degree. I mean, I just think that the most important part you have to think about, more important than anything else, is that T1's winning today. I'm gonna allow that one. Darth Cuntius, as George would call him. I'm gonna allow that one. Let me look at that through auto mod.
Actually, I'm thinking about it now too. You mentioned the entire like age thing, where you mentioned like, yeah, it's a lot of like the 16 and 19-year-olds doing it. I also think there's a world where like the 16 and 19-year-olds coming up now are like generally harder edge than some of the Zoomers that came before them.
Well, yeah, they can't read or write. Of course, they're harder edge, man. They're built. They've been designed to be farmers.
I'm just saying, like,
They've been drinking fluoride their entire lives. It's just that comes with the territory.
Some of the shit I've seen from like people in that age range now reminds me of the internet in like the late 90s, early 2000s, which was a, it was a place. As far as just like, very harsh, unfiltered opinions, for lack of a better term.
What's Hunter's biggest accomplishment in Overwatch? Being beautiful, being a beautiful man that I love, that I would kiss on his lips and touch him sensually.
Would you like to know how much a gay porn actor makes?
Isn't it significantly less than,
No, gay porn actors make more than the average. I mean, you can probably find like 80 dudes off the street that can do straight porn, but you can only find so many that are being gay for pay. Or just gay, I guess.
I'm uneducated.
They make less than Avril. That's true. Yes, the average male porn star makes less than Avril, as we learned yesterday.
Well, not anymore. I'm saying in the past.
Yeah, in the past. At his peak, Avril was earning more than most male porn stars.
but now he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Now I only make as much as a straight male porn star, which is really disappointing.
Yeah, times are tough out here. Why
is the benchmark always the porn stars though? Like...
I don't know. I asked the same question yesterday when Avril was like.
First of all, it's not always. It's just a good benchmark because they also are just regular. Because they're also just regular dudes working in a day rate media industry. And the difference is they get fucked in the ass professionally, and we also get fucked in the ass professionally, but just on Twitter. Just on Twitter instead.
It's the perfect baseline, honestly.
Yep.
It's the perfect baseline. Ah, yes, my favorite way to watch Overwatch, from the bathroom at 3 a.m. while I try and pass my kiddie stone. I'm gonna be honest, that sounds hellish. Sounds absolutely hellish. Sounds absolutely hellish. That's one of my worst fears, is getting a kiddie stone. I don't want to get a kiddie stone. I don't know if I'm
kidney
trying.
stone?
A kidney stone, yeah.
That was the most painful shit I've ever experienced in my life, by the way. I'm not even lying. No, it was bad. When I had a kidney stone, I thought I was dying. I genuinely thought I was dying.
Okay, like just to make it worse for the chat here, like how much blood was there during the entire endeavor?
None. I couldn't see the blood. It was all internal.
Okay. And that sounds bad. Like,
dude, that's like my blood
inside
normally.
my body.
That sounds like my body normally too.
Yeah, all the blood was inside my body, ZP. Okay, just so you know.
Okay, but like some people like they
Where it
pass
belongs?
kidney stone and it like goes along the river. If you get what I'm saying, like.
No, that part, for some reason, that part didn't happen to me, which means the stone is still there, or it broke up somehow and just, I don't know. Maybe it's still there. But
So what
while
you're
it was
saying is,
going
like,
from
it
my
could
kidney
just-
to my bladder, it was the most painful experience of my life.
What you're saying is it can come back at any time. Like you could just see a game
No,
result.
it
that-
can't. Because it's no longer in my kidney. It's passing between the kidney and the bladder. That's fucking painful.
Just drink. I mean, also by the way, Spence on Farah, it's over. Spence on Farah, there's no way Pokerface lose, right? Pokerface. Spent Farah is like Spence is Farah is probably his best hero item, I think. So I think it's done. But unrelated to that, I don't think drinking more water. I think some people are, even if you drink plenty of water, some people are just destined genetically to get kidney stones. Like there is no like solution really.
I found out my body produces a lot of stones because I also got a gallbladder stone.
Yeah, you might just be stone.
Yeah,
You might just you might be just like part
You're
peach.
kind of mineral man. You're like Hank from.
Yeah, I'm basically Geo dude.
Yeah.
I just make rocks, dude. My body makes rocks. What can I say? That's my superpower. If I became a superhero, my power would be to create rocks.
What the
No,
fuck
you're
was Attack
basically a
doing?
Goron.
I'm basically a what?
A Goron, like the rock dudes
What's
from
that?
Zelda.
This guy has never played Zelda?
Yeah, wait. How's that not getting an instant reaction? What's
Wait,
No,
how
I
the
don't-
fuck did
I-
Kilo
I
just
don't-
two people? What
Wait,
the fuck?
Kilo's
haven't
played the
played
match.
Zelda?
I'm telling you right now. No, I haven't. I've not played Final Fantasy either.
I mean, I've not played Final
Not
Fantasy
playing
either.
Final Fantasy is one thing,
so.
but not playing Zelda, that's like, what's going on?
To be fair, if you haven't
You
played
acting
like
like you
any
acting
of the
like
new,
you acting like I haven't played Half-Life or some shit. It's just Zelda, guys. Come on.
I would,
It's just Zelda?
Just
to be
fucking
fair,
Zelda.
I
don't care about
guess
Zelda.
I would argue Zelda is probably more baseline to gaming than Half-Life, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think Zelda's probably a more universal game than Half-Life.
Wrong. That would be Pac-Man, which I have played.
Hmm.
Well, okay, I believe at this point he's duty bound to play Zelda on stream.
Zelda has more twinks than Half-Life. That's
I
a
don't
good
want to
point.
buy. I don't want to buy a Switch. I don't want to do it.
Okay, you don't have to buy. I mean, there's Zelda games going back a long time. Like,
I don't
But
wanna
how
play
would he?
old
But,
games,
but he
though.
doesn't. But
That's
he
the other
doesn't.
problem.
But he doesn't have a Super Nintendo. He doesn't have a. How would he play?
Yeah, I don't have a Super Nintendo. Yeah,
How would he play them,
play
CP?
CP?
How would he play
Are you
those games?
suggesting? Are you suggesting I partake in illegal activities?
Yeah.
No, I
Really?
think you can get a legal copy of Ocarina of
On
Time,
my
and
Twitch
then
stream?
legally rip it to your PC. And there's what's it called? Like I believe they've like done open source. I don't know what the legality is. I think
Whoa.
the legality is fine. I may be wrong. But it's supposed to be on the
ZP
copy.
at Nintendo. We got him.
No,
At
don't send
Nintendo, we got
messages
him.
after me. No.
You keep suggesting illegal activities to me. I'm gonna stone you with a rock produced from my body.
Yeah. Think about that. Avril's joining the X-Men and they're gonna call him Factory. They're gonna call him Factory, and it's because he just makes rocks.
Factory. If you're called Factory, that sounds like your superpower is to like create robots or something. I don't know. It's
Well, you're
probably like
superpowered to make
Rockman or
rocks.
some bullshit.
No,
Like,
Rockman's not cool. Factory's way
Mega
cooler.
Man. That's literally
Oh, the
Mega Man's
Quarry.
name.
Is it?
They call him the
Yes,
Quarry.
it's Rockman.
That's a good
Quarry.
idea. Quarry's a good
Oh,
one.
the Quarry. Yeah. That's actually. Yeah, I
That's a
proved
good
that
one.
one. I proved that. That's a
That's
good
a
one.
very good
That
one.
is a good one.
That one's a
Rockman's
banger.
already taken. Well, my bad. I didn't know Rockman was already taken. Shit.
No, it's only one of the most famous video game series of all time. Like it's
No,
fine.
Rockman,
What,
not
Mega
Rock
Man?
Band.
Yes, Mega Man. Like is
I know
also-
Mega Man, but I don't know his buddies. I only know
No,
Mega Man. I know the main character.
No, he's only called Mega Man in the U.S. He is called Rockman in Japan.
Oh, I'm not Japanese, CP. That's the problem.
Yeah. So, thoughts on that? Thoughts on that?
Next question, CP.
I don't know. I feel like this is like somewhat common knowledge. Like, what the fuck?
I've never heard that, to be honest. I have no idea. I've never heard that.
I've never heard that shit.
Mega Man is called Rockman.
What the
No,
fuck?
never heard that.
No.
What the fuck universe am I in right now?
I've never heard that shit.
None of us are Japanese. What do you want?
I'm not Japanese. Yeah, I know this.
Yeah, I don't know about the Spin Fair. I'm gonna be honest. Why is Heiser playing Monkey too? Why the fuck is Heiser playing Monkey?
Because they
Why-
want to lose. They want to lose.
Why are they doing? I don't understand. Why is Heiser not fucking playing?
He's scared
Orisa?
of the attack Orisa. He is scared of the attack Orisa.
What am I looking?
Guys,
What-
at least missing his fragging. Everyone on Poker Face is doing bullshit, but at least missing his fragging, guys.
This game
Surely.
is fucking silly. This game is goddamn fucking silly, dude. Like, what am I? Why is Heiser playing Winston? Why is Spitfire getting rolled? Why is Kilo hitting shots like it's 2020? Why is Kilo doing things like it's 2020 Overwatch?
Why is?
Why is? Actually, Mega Man is just a nickname. Mega Man's real name is Megatheny Manson. Ah, Meg Anthony Manson, of course. Wait, Kilo just fucking got shot twice. Goodbye.
Okay. Spence still making firework in
They
2025.
could actually. This is actually like so losable.
who
Like
gets
they're
banned now?
actually. Like, this is so bad for Poker Face. They have such a huge, like, they still have to get through, like, a lot. I actually have to lock the fuck in here and watch this, because Poker Face might actually just fucking lose. Like, what is this shit? What is happening, Poker Face? What's happened to my goat Heiser? I'm gonna butter myself up. I'm doing it. I'm gonna have to butter myself up. It's the only way.
You won't.
I actually, there's
How many subs to get the butter?
I actually have no butter in the house right now. My girlfriend
but I mean,
does
like,
not have any butter.
Yeah, we can delay it, but like, how many subs for the butter?
2,000. 2,000. 2,000 subs.
And that's
for
just
butter.
to buy the butter. Inflation sucks, man.
Yeah.
And butter's
Yeah,
expensive
it's
now.
just to buy it. It's just to buy the butter, to
How
afford
is
the
this
butter.
competitive versus Josh, who's like basically buttering himself up for free?
Well, he's not really buttering himself up for free. I think he's doing something. I'm gonna apply the Apple theorem and say the winning team's gonna win. I think Poker Face has enough leeway still because it's not like a gigantic gap.
They have.
That they can still.
Poker
bring
Face
back.
have caught up enough that
Yeah.
they've like closed it to within doable distance.
This is very
So it's not
doable
over.
considering their old bank. Like they can just like pop a rally through the window and like pop a barrage and probably just equalize the bank right here. So
Like they haven't even hit OT yet, and they've closed it to nearly 30 meters, which is very, very doable in OT.
look, yeah, the
Even if
rally
they
comes
start
out
on the other side of the map.
and now they're gonna. Oh, they're just gonna. Wait, this window is dog shit. Wait, this window's dog shit. I guess they force rally, but this window's really bad. And now they just walk back in here with like a barrage, and they might even get nano off
Me
of it.
when I'm an interior designer.
Oh. I mean, that was a fat.
Oh, they wiped them. They wiped
mean,
them.
Onside. I mean, onside also, but onside fucked up so hard with the window. They like, and as soon as that happened, they should have known that the re-engage was gonna happen. They were
By the
gonna
way,
force lamp and barrage.
I don't think Pokerface can flip here, but they pushed it to so close now that this is now anyone's game, genuinely.
They're just gonna go for the ante too. They're gonna go for the ante.
It's 4v5, by the way. Spin is still on his way back. Where's Spint at? Is he
Dude,
here?
my Heiser Winston is so ass. I'm sorry. I'm just not loving it. Oh my Kilo. Dude, Kilo gets through. Dude, they. Oh. Why must they play Heiser Winston? I understand partially it's probably because they want to bubble and make force lamps so Spint can pop off, but Spint's going to Tracer anyways.
Spint went to Tracer to come back in the fight because he died as Farah.
The thing is, I think they could have.
Tracer's probably good anyway.
I mean, I think they could have stayed with the. They had enough time to build another barrage. If I'm being.
No. He was trying to
honest.
get back into the fight to help the team.
Oh, okay.
Farah
Yeah.
would have been too slow to get back in the fight.
That's a good point.
Oh, it's aliens out.
Peelers?
Aliens
Peelers on
completely
alien?
disappeared.
Okay, they peeled.
Heiser? Oh,
No,
he
no,
died,
the
though.
ante was good. The ante was good from Missin. Missin actually saved their asses. Missin actually saved them. Missin
Onside.
literally saved their ass.
Who's stealing the payload? Someone's stealing the payload. Pokerface have lost control.
Wait, they have to touch. Wait, they have to touch. They have to touch.
No,
They have to
they'll touch.
Oh, they're good. They're good. They're good.
They'll touch, but the problem is they
Now
have
they
to
have so
start
many
on the wrong
fights.
side of the map.
Yeah, they do.
That's
I mean,
the
if
issue. Is they okay?
does Otto get out? Yeah, he does. Okay, he does get out.
It's fine. So attack gets a late respawn here because he's respawning OT. Actually, if you die before the OT, do you get long respawn or short respawn? Or do you have to die during the OT to get the long respawn? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure as long as you die, even if you die before the OT, if the OT triggers, you get the long respawn.
Okay. Oh, that's a fat nade. Holy, opener Kilo just got called by that. Huge nade.
I mean, the lamp's good, but I think it should be enough. Yeah. Oh, Missin dies.
Pokerface can win. Pokerface can win. No, they can win now.
They're
They
good.
can
They're
win
good.
now.
They're chilling. They're chilling. Yeah, they're chilling.
No, they're taking too long. Hold up. The respawners are going to get there. The problem is,
Dude,
every
alien's
time
1
you
HP.
win one of these fights, you're trying to beat the respawners. No, Kilo and attack it back up. They can stall. Pokerface need to somehow wait for the rest of the team to regroup with them while the payloads are sprinting across the map.
I mean, Alien's
Like,
got
no
overclock.
grace left of the overtime where if they get off, it's just like literally instantly gonna pop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not
but,
yet. You can see they just got off now. No, they got off right now. There's still enough.
but Alien has
overtime was
OP.
still
Alien has
going down.
Alien has OC. They can win this. They can literally just win this. They can win this with OC with one good overclock.
This is the last. Oh, you got fucking
And
rolled.
Kilo fucked them. And Kilo fucked their asses. And Kilo actually pounded their asses black and blue. And it's just over.
Right, so you.
Wait, if you still have Pokerface favored, how are you feeling about the reverse sweep?
I'm not. I mean, the thing is, I don't really. This game could have probably gone either way, but I cannot believe that Pokerface. They just started out. They had so much promise at the beginning of the stage. They had so much promise, and they're just so bad somehow. Like onside have
I can
been
tell you
like
right now.
turbo poo.
I can tell you right now, the play that ended that game, that won it for onside, was Ardo stealing payload. If he didn't steal payload, and Pokerface got to start in the middle of the map instead of on the wrong side of the map, they could have reduced the amount of fights by 1, and they won that 1 fight, by the way, which means they probably could have won the map. But that 1 payload steal forced 2 fights because of the respawns, and that completely screwed them.
Pokerface is literally be AGG. Yeah, I know. Now that was a long time ago, but yes. Like onside have been so. This is LCQ for playoffs. This is LCQ for stage 2 playoffs. Like this is like it's just kind of mind blowing how like rough. Like Pokerface had like a very interesting like, oh, we're playing this Pharaoh comp, or like gonna have Heiser like do like play a ton of Orisa, like we're gonna be super aggressive, like Alien's like pretty decent to like support Spint when they're doing like Pharaoh's shit, and it's just falling to pieces. My blinders not see LCQ anywhere in the broadcast. It's probably you just can't read Hangul. You probably just can't read Korean. That's my guess.
You should be like ZP. He can read foreign languages. That's how he knows it's Rockman.
That's true. Yeah.
Actually, if you boot up the Japanese version of the game, I think it just says Rockman in English.
This guy's mastery of the Japanese language is so high that he basically reads it like it's English, is what he's saying.
Oh shit. Also, by the way, this is not related to anything we were saying, because I'm about to go to the head of the freezer and get some frozen yogurt out of the freezer. Canada has really good frozen yogurt like store brands, but B, they have no frozen yogurt restaurants like stores. There are no frozen no frozen yogurt places. Like at all. There's no frozen yogurt in Canada, but there's really good frozen yogurt in the stores. So I'm like, what's happened here?
I mean, clearly it turns you into Scooby-Doo.
Like what happened to the frozen yogurt? Like what happened up here? I don't know what happened in Canada, man.
All right, because Avril is the one that had a bigger issue with it. I looked at Avril's chat, but there you go. That is the title screen for Rockman, otherwise known as Mega Man.
Although I clicked that link, and it shows nothing. I'll show my chat what you just showed me.
I'm clicking the
This
link.
is what I just got sent from ZP. This is what ZP
I
just sent
see
me.
it. I see it.
Look at my stream. Look at my stream. This is what I'm seeing on my stream.
Well, it works on Avast stream.
It works just fine for mine.
Okay, let me see what. Have a look on Avast stream.
Look.
Like that's clearly English.
Dude, that's just me when I throw rocks at people produced from my own body. Okay?
Frozen yogurt is inferior to ice cream, and Canadians are aware of it. Frozen yogurt and ice cream serve different purposes, okay? Frozen yogurt is when you want a sweet treat, but you don't want to consume like 600 calories. Ice cream is when you want a decadent
treat. If you're able to see the image, it means that the virus upload was successful. That's all it means. I already knew that like Avast was an easy target after the DocuSign fiasco.
Ah, shit. Now ZB's going to install a pirated version of Ocarina of Time on his computer, and he's going to go to jail. Ah, shit. He's going to get deported back to America. Truly the worst fate for Avast.
The question is, someone comes to you and they have a pint of Haagen-Dazs and a pint of frozen yogurt.
I don't know what the first one you said was. What was that? Was that German? What was that?
That has to be rage bait. Like, I refuse to believe that Avril doesn't know what Haagen-Dazs is.
Avril
This
doesn't know
guy's
what
speaking
Haagen-Dazs
Japanese
is?
to me. Now he's speaking German to me. What's next, dude? Are we gonna start speaking Chinese to me next? What are we doing here?
This is bait, right? Avast where like Avril's claiming he doesn't know what Haagen-Dazs is.
Is Haagen-Dazs not in Australia or New Zealand?
No, I don't know what even is it.
It might not be it might not have made it there.
One of the most famous ice cream brands in the world that you could like literally
Spell it to me.
like
Spell it to me.
Okay, let's see. Grok, how do you spell Haagen-Dazs?
DP's having an axis of language species. Oh, true, yeah. Yeah, he's going Italian
I
next.
typed in your stream chat. That is how.
No, I've never heard of that in my life. I've never heard of that in my life. What is that?
I mean, it might not.
It
It might not
It is
be.
a premium high butterfat ice cream. Product.
It's also really not premium. It's also really not very premium.
Well, it was one day it was premium, but it's still better than a lot of the ice cream in the stores.
But it's I don't. It might not exist. Like it might be like a North
yeah,
American.
no. We have that in Australia. We just call it Megan.
What?
What?
This guy doesn't get the joke. Holy shit.
No, I don't
That's a
get the
throwback
joke.
joke to the last plat chat, and he's already forgotten.
don't even- I don't
it's almost
even-
like this guy wasn't on the last plat chat. That's fucked up.
Megan, I get
That's
it.
fucking crazy. Why is your memory so fucking bad?
Bro, what do you think the last time I watched Plat Chat was?
Not you. I'm talking about Avast.
Yeah,
I
I was on.
I only watch a coachable nowadays.
Yeah, it's true.
You
True.
Haagen-Dazs enjoyer.
So true.
You know what? Go have some Haagen-Dazs. Get back to me.
I'm eating frozen yogurt right now. I'm eating the Chapman's frozen yogurt.
Yeah,
Let's
to
freaking
be
go.
fair, Avril, I think you would enjoy Haagen-Dazs. It's usually pretty good. But it is also not ultra healthy for you.
Thank you, ZP. You know,
No,
before,
the
I would've
only
thought it was.
ice cream I eat is Ben and Jerry's because they're extremely woke. That's my favorite ice cream.
Is that even true? I feel like that's not even a thing. I feel like that's a purported thing. But... Like, aren't the original Ben and Jerry's owners like divested of their company at this point?
I think they're technically
Who's
still.
Ben or Jerry?
I think
one?
There actually might be a difference between the two.
I think they're technically still part of it, but like they're owned by like Unilever technically. So
Didn't they get bought out by an unwoke man?
they're owned by like a humongous
both-
mega corp now.
When both Ben and Jerry are bought out by a corporation.
Oh, yeah, it's Unilever now owns Ben & Jerry's, Talente, Breyers, and Magnum brands. And the new company will be called the Magnum Ice Cream Company.
Ooh.
Got a Magnum ice cream for my frozen dong.
Magnum Ice Cream Company. First release they have is a very large popsicle shaped in very strange, very strange phallic shape.
This is worth noting from the Avast end of the stream. Kava guy, who is currently fighting the kidney stone, by the way, like God's strongest soldier at the moment, says, quote, I called out a guy for being racist on Rivals today, and he called me a, quote, woke, fatherless, furry liberal, end quote.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Also, by the way,
Respond with, actually, I'm a woke, fatherless, furry Republican. That's what you should respond with.
I mean,
That'll
it
show.
probably exists.
I
probably not in large
I
quantity.
don't, I doubt it. I doubt it exists. I don't think so. I mean, I find it unlikely. It's very unlikely.
Anything
You'd be a very
exists.
unique person. I think you'd be
He
a
could
very
be, he
unique
could
person.
be, you'd have to be pretty unique.
Actually, you know what? If you were that person, you'd be the most diverse man on the planet.
I don't think that's true necessarily. But
Yeah, I'm not actually. I think Avast is right. I'm not sure that's true.
Pokerface banned
Carver guy,
Orisa, by the
Carver
way.
guy's going through the kidney stone right now.
They are. Yes.
You're clearly going through a very small kidney stone. Because when I was going, I'm not joking. I went to the emergency room. I went to fucking hospital. It was that bad.
Well,
I thought I was dying.
unlike
It was
you,
also
Kyle-
on the same. It was also on the same side of my body where my appendix is. So I was thinking like, shit, is my appendix gonna burst? Because
My
you will
brother
die from
went to
that,
the
and you have to
hospital
actually go to.
too. My brother went to the hospital as well. When he got his kidney stone, he was at the chiropractor because he went to the chiropractor a lot, and he was getting like insane back pain. And the chiropractor's like, I don't think this is your back. And then he started throwing up from the pain, and I had to drive him to the hospital. So
Well, I think what we've learned here is that both your brother Avast and Avril in general are just not built anywhere near as tough as Kava guy, who can be doubled over in pain in the bathroom, but still participating in the co-stream on a phone.
I mean, Kava guy, he's kind of built different like that. He's built different like that.
Like it's not
Cause,
Kyle
like-
guy's fault that you both come from weak bloodlines that
If your
do
appendix,
not handle
if your
key stuff.
appendix is gonna burst, you have to go straight away, right? Because if you don't, you will actually die, right? Pretty sure.
I think if
But
your
you
There's
appendix,
a
can't,
high likelihood of death.
I think if your appendix bursts, I think if any internal organ bursts inside of you, you will likely die if you do not get
I mean,
help.
Again, it's like an
No,
odds
there's
thing.
a-
Like there's
no.
probably some people who have like survived the burst appendix, but it's
There are things you don't need. Like for example, you could go with only one kidney and not two.
Yeah, but like,
I know because I've sold one of mine. You know.
yeah, but like, even if your kidney bursts inside of you, wouldn't you get like sepsis without help and then you die eventually anyways?
I actually don't know functionally what it means. Like if for your appendix, like does it actually
It doesn't do
what actually
anything.
happens? No, like in terms of like when you get like appendicite, is that the condition? Like what functionally happens? I actually don't understand.
I don't know. Apparently, it's filled with bacteria. Why is there an organ that does nothing for you filled with bacteria inside of your body? I don't get it. What fucked up God exists? Like, is this God?
No,
Is it
that's
devil?
that's just where your sewage is kept.
Wait, how the fuck did Heiser die of that? What if a wiener
By
bursts
the way,
inside of you?
Wes,
True, so true, so true. Dude, Kilo is fucking.
Kilo is
talented.
having a life game.
He
He's
really
having a life game.
he's
This is
having the
incredible.
best game since like fucking like him and Contenders like 3 years ago.
Also, Ram spotted in Korea, the rare Ram in Korea. Eyes are my guys on the Ram.
Look,
No
they
one plays
banned
this shit in
they
Korea.
banned Arisa.
You know what Max should do? He'd play Zarya here.
Like, why is Heiser banning Arisa? Like, what is this poker face team? I don't understand what's happening.
It used to serve a purpose, but it doesn't anymore. What purpose did it used to serve?
It used to be a self-destruct button like in the Suicide Squad where they put all the explosive collars on the guys' necks, and so God could kill
Oh.
you with a button.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, just in case we rebelled and
Yeah.
ate the apple, then
Yep.
God could like press the button and like we would explode internally. True.
But then God fell into a K-hole, and he doesn't do that anymore. It just doesn't exist. They're sucking and they're fucking.
I like that Dart. He jumped into the downpour. He had the option of jumping away from the downpour. He jumped into it. That
That's
was
very
pretty good.
smart. That's very smart because he knows the reset was coming. That was very smart. He knew his team was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
use
I see.
3 ults and do
He was
nothing.
trying to reset himself. Ah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Well, I think this is a complete poker face collapse. I'm not gonna lie, Avril. I think poker face are boomed, and not just in soup, on soup, but also on YouTube and Twitch if it was allowed in Korea.
Twitch is allowed in Korea. You just like you can't store VODs and you can't make any money from it.
Okay, I got the details on the ruptured appendix, like living it without.
Why are you saying it like you went and talked to a guy on the street? Like you're like, I went and talked to a shady man in an alley to learn about the appendix.
Well,
I got the
mean,
details.
It doesn't matter. The important details are is that you have a between a 50 to 75% chance of death without treatment. But you can
Those
live.
are pretty good odds.
Like you can live.
Where
And
did
the
you,
reality
where did
is
you,
that-
50-50 is not that good of an odd, I don't think. I don't think 50%.
where did you
is
get
that
this information from? Japanese PubMed?
You know,
That,
what if I
you know the appendix is actually called the rock mix? It's called the rock mix.
The rock mix.
Yeah.
It sounds like Dwayne Johnson created a rock album.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure if mentally recovered from Avril saying he's just never played a Zelda game.
Well, I've never recovered from the sepsis in my body from my appendix bursting and never seeking treatment.
Avast has never recovered from losing 25% of his udon.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I didn't lose my udon. I lost the broth.
Wait,
Those two
what
different
if I
things.
have untreated symptomatic rabies? You are probably fucked.
Okay, poker facer, they're done. They're done. They're actually done. This team is boomed. This team is fucking boomed, and I've finished my fucking froyo, and I'm out. I'm out. This shark is out. This shark is not taking the deal. I'm not taking 10% of poker face for $10 million. I'm out of this. I'm not taking the deal.
Oh, you're gonna be so bad with the reverse sweep happens.
I'm putting up my frozen yogurt and I'm walking away in anger. Because this shit is like mega cooked.
Me, when I'm Blockbuster, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not buying any of this.
Dude, you know they turned down Netflix like 3 times.
That's the reference, EP. That is the reference.
I know, but like, it's not just that they turned it down once. It was like 3 separate times. Like, they had 3 chances and fucked it up every time. And just like the person that made those decisions got paid millions of dollars, more money than many people in this chat will see.
I would love to get paid millions of dollars to make wrong decisions. God damn it. That sounds so good. Symptomatic rabies has only had 1 survivor. Holy shit. But like, what is even your quality of life, even if you could survive it? Doesn't that shit like melt your brain?
Well, maybe. I mean, maybe the person that survived it, like, their brain didn't melt, and that's why they survived it.
Like, what's left of you? Like, what?
What's left of
At
me?
that point,
Nothing.
you're basically lobotomized at that stage, if you even survive rabies.
I mean, presumably you turn into Antonio Brown.
What
It's
happens
when
if you
someone's
turn
on-
Antonio
It's like when
Banderas?
someone's in an induced coma. It's like, yeah, technically they're alive, but are they really alive?
I mean, is the person in a coma on an intubator like less alive than the person that has to go into the office and make a deck talking about like, here's our quarterly sales report?
Well, it depends. Does that person then get paid millions of dollars to turn down Netflix?
No, they get paid.
Because then you are alive.
They get paid
That's
50.
awesome.
They get paid $50,000 a year and minimal health benefits.
You know, other fun facts out there, like, you know, who was the highest paid talent in Overwatch League Season 1? If you count talent just being, coming on for a bit.
Yes. Yes, I was about to say DJ Khaled, yeah.
Yeah, DJ Khaled was the highest paid talent in Overwatch League Season 1, making reportedly
Actually,
around
you know what?
$500,000 for 1 day of work.
No, I heard it was more than that. But that's a pretty high day rate. That's a very high day rate. You know what? I think his day rate is definitely higher than a gay porn
Definitely
star.
better than a gay porn star. That much is true.
Yeah, I think it might be. I'll give this guy play of the match. Just give it to him.
Yeah,
Give it to him right now.
Kilo's actually fucking these guys.
Also,
I meant DJ Khaled actually.
didn't DJ Khaled also have a thing where he was like very proud about like not going down on his wife?
Yes.
It's like, he's
Yes.
like, I'm never gonna do that.
DJ Khaled was like, I would never please a woman. That's gay. DJ Khaled very prominently said, I would never
here's the thing.
please a woman.
Here's the thing: pleasing a man, that's just showing respect. That's just brotherly, respectful
Yeah, I
behavior.
mean,
To be honest with you, that's the difference.
That may have been like the implicit thing by omission.
They full cap the
never
time, yeah.
directly said
I mean,
it.
it's
Pleasing a-
over for Poker Face. It's
I
done.
agree. Pleasing a woman, totally gay. Pleasing a man, respectful,
Yeah.
brotherly behavior. Every man should do it.
Pleasing a man is very masculine. It's very like a masculine behavior. Pleasing a woman, gay, for sure. Everyone knows this. Everyone's heard about this. Kilo really is having a fucking life game, but like, the thing is, that's so sad about this is that even if Kilo has another life game, ONSIDE will not beat another team in Korea. They won't beat another team in Korea. They won't. Like, though they can only beat Poker Face. They can't beat a single other team that's left.
I mean, Old Ocean's next. They play Old Ocean next.
I think Old Ocean
it's
will fuck these
possible.
guys. I'm gonna be honest. I think Old Ocean would fuck them.
More likely than not. More likely than not. But what if they ban Juno and then Kilo plays a life game?
Then they play
That's
Lifeweaver. Then they play Lifeweaver.
ZP, did you hear the
Yeah,
news?
but I think-
Antonio Brown news. Yeah, yes, that is why specifically why I brought up Antonio Brown. But if you've never seen the Antonio Brown list, you absolutely should.
What is that? What is the Antonio Brown list?
So it's a former NFL player who his brain did not work like for the entire time that he played in the NFL. Like, hang on, I sent the link to someone earlier. I will find it. It is a partial list of like just unbelievably psychotic shit that he got involved in.
Is Poker Face performance here better or worse than DJ Khaled's performance at Overwatch League Grand Finals? I would say worse because DJ Khaled's Overwatch League Grand Finals performance was one of the greatest ever put on.
Holy, I just googled ex-NFL star Antonio Brown sought on attempted murder charge. What is he doing?
A murder, apparently. He's trying to murder. He's apparently trying to murder. It's quite obvious. He's not very good at it.
Yeah, I mean he's no Hernandez, but You know.
So too soon, but so true.
It's been like 15 years.
Too soon, too soon.
Okay, look at the group call chat. If you want to like read down the list.
Let he who has not attempted a murder cast the first stone. Exactly right. That's so true. This guy
I do
gets it.
cast stones, so that is my superpower.
No, you create stones. Like we've
No, I
established
also
nothing
cast them. No, I create and I cast them.
We've established nothing about your ability to throw them. You might suck at.
Well, I
What?
mean-
What do you? What? No, I'm actually really good at throwing stones. Really good.
Well, I mean, can't he
Literally
also,
and figuratively.
couldn't casting just be another term for making a stone? He's like, I cast stone, and then like the stone shows up in his body. Could it be kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Wait, that
That's like a monkey's paw situation. I cast stone. It creates it in your body. Like fuck.
We got a Patriots fan in Avril's chat.
Yeah, it's me.
Kindred Spirit.
I was my boy Heiser down 2-0 against these chumps. They've been banning Orisa and playing Monkey, and Kilo's also been like spreading their cheeks wide and putting himself in between them. So
The question is, Tapmaster, you're now like an avid Robert Kraft hater. I'm on the Robert Kraft haterade.
I hated Robert Kraft before it was cool.
What year specifically? 2018? Is that the year you started hating him?
Yeah. That's what was missing,
Okay,
Alton.
what
His
the
name's
fuck?
missing. He's not gonna hit.
So all my extended family is from Boston, Tapmaster, and I don't know how you could say you're a proud Bostonian but a Cowboys fan. Like, how are you alive? First off.
I'll be honest, I think if you like Dallas sports in this year of our Lord 2025, you're in a rough spot no matter what.
Yeah, this is a fun little trivia one for the chat. Which one of this current co-streaming trio that we have here has been paid directly from Robert Kraft? Which one of the three of us?
Well,
That's a fun
actually,
trivia question.
Is this a trick question?
I mean,
It's a
technically,
trivia question.
I mean,
No,
technically,
I
none
feel
of
like it's a
us.
trick question.
Technically, none of us have been paid directly by Robert Kraft.
Well, or arguably two of us.
Wait, who's the second one?
Me.
Yeah, ZP also did a
What did you do?
collegiate. He did a Boston collegiate
did.
event with me.
Yep. And the check came from Kraft Sports Group.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So it's actually two of you.
Yes.
So fun fact. In 2002, I did it. No, I did it. I have never been paid for Robert Kraft.
2002.
2002.
Fun fact: in 2001, DJ Khaled was part of a rap band called Arab Attack, but they had to change their name after 9/11.
Wait, I can't even tell if that's a troll.
No, that is a true fact. That is a true fact.
Yeah, that actually, that is not branding that would have flowed right
That-
after 9/11.
That is a true. That is a real fact. That one is definitely true. Which is one of the better DJ Khaled lore points.
You know a bunch of video games that had like New York as a setting had to like do emergency like edits to the New York skyline that just removed the Twin Towers after 9/11.
They should leave it in, just to be based.
No, I actually do think they should have left it in. Like, immediately removing them is like, what? You're letting them win twice by like not only blowing them up in real life, but also like instantly deleting them from your video games. Like,
I was one of the fans. We were called the Arab Attackers. Yeah, I remember that. Remember the fan group. Yeah, that was a really good one. Dude, Pokerface, okay, maybe Hope's not lost. Maybe if they just put Heiser on Ram, there's still a chance. Maybe Ram Ranch is the answer for Pokerface if they're not going to play Orisa for some godforsaken reason.
The shark's coming back to the table after he sees that the other sharks haven't left yet.
The shark is coming back. The shark hears that there is perhaps some blood in the water, and he returns. He circles back. To be fair, I guess if they're gonna play Ram full time and they know Attack can't play shit and they just ban the Orisa, maybe it's actually a reasonable ban here.
Ram is so good in the Diva as well. That's the other thing.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if they're actually good at the Ram, like maybe this is actually like the Giganto
Holy
brain play.
time bank! Look at that time bank.
Yeah, and perhaps Pokerface are cooking more than I believed.
the reverse sweep, can we talk about it again? You were really poo-pooing it, and yet here we are.
Well, the thing is, I just don't. They have to play. They're gonna have to play so much better on the other maps. Like this is gonna work because they banned Ram or banned Orisa, right? But like, if they're gonna get back on like the other comps, then I'm like, then they're just kind of cooked because like theoretically ONSIDE for the next map could just ban Ram or something, and then like there's not gonna be another fucking tank ban.
Actually, one of the funnier things in that period of time, right before 9/11, like the #1 news story in America was the disappearance of Chandra Levy. Like it was on every news program every night. They thought a congressman named Gary Condit did it. Like
Never heard of this.
Under pressure.
Never heard of this.
No, well, yeah, because I'm probably the only one in this call that actually has like a good memory of this shit at the time. But like, it was everywhere. Like, it was the #1 news story, and then 9/11 happens, and then you never heard about it again. They're like, the news media is like, well, we have a real story.
You're saying he did 9/11?
I mean, honestly, it worked out pretty well for him. Like,
You want to know?
afterwards.
You want to know what else happened on 9/11?
What? What?
Farway 1987 was born.
That's true. Farway 1987 was born was born on 9/11. That is a true fact.
On the exact day of 9/11.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
There is not a situation where Ram isn't the right pick. Well, I think there are probably some situations. But that's fair. I mean, Ram's pretty good. So yeah, I think that's why I don't think there's gonna be a reverse sweep here, because like even if this fucks them this map, ONSIDE can just get to the next map, ban Ram, and then there's no tank bans, and then they're just like gonna cook them based off their previous performance.
Well, you know how Hex was getting some like traction off of doing preds off of just like what sounds funny? I'm going off of like what is the most catastrophic for your sleep schedule.
That's fair. I mean, I'm prepared to stay up the entire time anyways. I've already cooked my sleep schedule. I've already cooked it.
Like, the reverse sweep is objectively the most painful result for you at the moment.
The most painful result for me, honestly, is Pokerface not playing Orisa and then getting gapped on Orisa by ONSIDE. That is the most painful result, if I'm being honest. Because Heiser was supposed to be next up, and he's not anymore. Oh, this rush is so ass. This rush is so ass from Pokerface. They need Dart to hit some fucking big shots. I'm begging. This one's for my boy Heiser.
Oh.
Okay.
He did it. He killed opener.
He's got one. He's gonna die to Kilo. He's gonna die to Kilo, isn't he? Wait.
No!
Oh! He's doing it.
Oh!
Oh my god, he did it. They didn't get a tick. Oh my god, he did it. Now technically they could draw. Technically they could draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say there actually is an even better scenario here.
They could
Pokerface
draw.
does the reverse sweep, but they don't win this map. Like they draw this map and then we do another 3 maps.
That would be really funny, to be honest. That would be really, really funny. Any seers? Any seers in chat?
Chat, I don't think you have to worry about rabies. Also, I'm gonna go explore Batcave tomorrow. And the cool thing is, if they bite you, you don't even feel anything. Nothing bad could happen.
I mean, do bats bite, though? I don't think, outside of like a vampire bat?
Yes.
Does a bat bite?
Well, yes, because bats transmit rabies to you.
I thought they'd just do it via like scratches
no,
or something.
I'm sure
No, but-
most people get it from like feral dogs. Just like dogs in the streets
What about feral
of
hogs?
like third world countries.
No, I think bats may be like they're pretty high on the list. Because like the thing is like a lot of random dogs, they bite you, you're probably not getting rabies, but if a bat bites you, like the odds are pretty fucking high.
I'm late how the game's been. It's been pretty meh so far. Especially because Pokerface has been very disappointing.
No, okay, never mind. Dog bites and scratches are 99% rabies.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, where the fuck? Who's interacting with bats on the regular?
That's
Who
what
the
I'm
fuck
saying.
is
Like,
interacting with
dogs is
bats?
where you normally get it from.
Bats do have like a really high success rate of infecting you though if you do run into a bat.
Well, I simply wouldn't go to the cave. I simply would not go to the bat cave, me personally.
That's fine. I'll bring the bat to you.
Like, I simply wouldn't go to the bat cave. That's my solution to not
But
interacting with
how
bats.
will you become Batman if you don't go to the Batcave and build your secret hideout in the Batcave?
Well, technically, Batman did not become the Batman by going to a bat cave. His parents died. His parents died.
His parents died, but then he also like ran into the bat cave and like the bat was like a spiritual moment for him. Like,
I thought it was like him falling into the well, or is that just like the Christopher Nolan version?
I think in the comics it may have been like exploring the cave and like getting scared by the bat.
Bats killed his bats were exploring. His parents were exploring a cave and they got rabies and died. They didn't get treatment in time. And that's why I became
Jojo
the
is
man.
actually the alias of like a particularly notorious bat.
They're gonna lose. It's over. I can't believe this. I can't believe Pokerface actually just banned Orisa and played Ram and won. Sometimes that'll work. Sometimes that'll just work.
Oh shit.
Here comes
Universe
the
works in
reverse
strange ways.
sweep. Da, da, da.
I'm pretty sure there are bats that exist outside of caves as well. Like there can just be bats just in the wild, not necessarily in a cave.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's bats in the Twitch chat. Am I right? Bat chest?
Whoa.
Can you imagine how messed up it'd be if like Batman actually put rabies as part of his like suit setup? So like if you get punched by Batman and you don't get treatment, you actually just get rabies and die like 10 years later.
Dude, don't shock me. Please do not exclamation mark shock me after a joke. I feel like rabies would be a really terrible poison weapon because like doesn't it take a while for it to take effect? It's like if you,
Takes
it's
a fucking long time.
it's like if I like
It'd just be kind of one of those things. It'd be like a fucked up like, you know, almost villain thing where you get apprehended by Batman and you think he's letting you live, but in reality he just wants you to like die of rabies and you don't.
I would pick an even slower disease. I'd put like mono. I'd put like mono on it. I'd like coat my like gloves in mono, and then I'm like, and then the next like 10 days after, the villain Joker's like, damn, I'm so fucking tired. Why am I so tired?
I'd give you an even slower disease. I would just put seed oil in all your food.
Oh, so true. And then over the next
just
20,
like 50
30
years.
years, you would maybe eat that
Yeah,
2 to 3
yeah.
times a week, and you'd be be
Yeah.
like, wow, things aren't going well.
Or you
Yep,
could like make
exactly.
it do the similar, where apparently like the one of the most ridiculous stories I've ever heard. Text tell us that Similar when he was eating Kit Kats at one of the homestands, like ate the wrapper with the Kit Kat, like just bit into the like wrapper-fied Kit Kat and ate it, including the wrapper.
Yeah, I mean that's why you. But
The whole wrapper?
all the
Yes,
nutrients,
he ate the wrapper.
all the nutrients are in
Plastic,
there.
and it's plastic, right?
Yeah,
Plastic
see,
wrapper.
Yeah, it's like you heard about microplastics. It's macroplastics, as Avast said.
I mean, those are all the nutrients are at. It's like eating the potato skins. Like the nutrients are in the peel. The peel has all the Kit Kat nutrients.
And he knows he's not supposed to eat the wrapper, right?
But is he supposed to lick the wrapper? As Little Wayne says.
No, because then you get microplastics from doing that.
Oh, I see. I see.
You have to keep the plastics macro.
That's a good point. So your attacks
The
only work
bag-
against
Imagine if he,
virgins.
Wait,
Wait,
imagine
does
if he
mono
ate the
only work
wrapper, but
against
he refused to
virgins?
lick it.
Does mono only work? Does mono only affect people that have never had sex? That can't be true.
Wait, what's
What?
fucking
No,
mono?
that's not
What is
a thing.
that?
Mono, it's like the sickness you get from like kissing people or something, and then like it makes you really tired.
Also,
You ever heard
the
of
danger
this?
in mono is
What?
like when after mono resolves itself, like apparently you have like a massively increased risk of getting Parkinson's disease like later in life if you've had mono.
Really, I did not know that.
Yes.
Mana is the resource used for magical spells. No, it's not mana. Mono. No, not mana. Mono.
How do you spell it? M-A-N-O? Like the Overwatch player?
It's like M-O-N-O. Yeah. It stays in your body forever too. Well, so does microplastics, so I'm fine with that.
No. Microplastics stay with you for life.
Well, that's forever. What is
No,
forever
no,
if
they-
not
they
your rest of
don't
your life?
say- Like you could actually lower the level of microplastics in your blood by donating blood on the regular.
Okay, but that
Also,
you have to
theorize, like,
take
the
it out
reason why
of your
women-
body. You have to take it out of your that stays
Yeah.
with you unless you take it out of your body.
Also, like in the research on it, it's actually interesting where women consistently have lower levels of microplastics in their blood than men, and the reason for it that is given, or rather the reason that's theorized, is just like periods basically remove microplastics from the blood by virtue of the fact that you're just losing blood.
Thank you. This is Z factoid, Z plasma.
Z factoid of the day.
The Z factoid of the day has arrived. Mana is actually bread
Now,
from
I see
heaven.
blood
Is that
bank
true?
Back on the menu, like yes, actually leeches may be like good again.
But once again, it would stay
Imagine
with you.
giving leeches microplastics, just infecting them with microplastics. Like, hey, you little bitch leech, now you get plastic in your
Why are
body.
you talking to Leech like that? Why are you
Wait,
talking
what
to the
the
Leech
fuck?
like that?
I just told you. After I beat the dog in chess, I shit talk the dog, and it doesn't know what I'm saying to it.
Like, but you made it kind of sound like slutty. You were like, yeah, you little leech. Like, you like my blood filled with microplastics? Oh, fuck yeah. Take my blood, leech. Why do you say it? Why do you
Why
say
did
it
you
like
make
that?
it slutty?
You
I
said
didn't
it
say
like that. You said it like that.
just made it.
You said it like that.
You were the initial mover on that.
I did not. Yes, I think he's projecting. I agree. This
I'm
dude's
not.
projecting.
I'm
He
not.
made it. He
I'm
made it
definitely
into
not.
like a slutty fetish thing. Oh shit.
I don't know why he'd say that.
Getting real aggressive with these leeches.
I don't know why he would say it like that. I don't know why when Avril said the leech was a good girl, I'm like, what does he mean by this? Like, what is he trying to say? What's he trying to say here?
Hey Avast, I quit Overwatch in 2022 because of a legitimate addiction
Look,
problem,
I'm just saying,
and I
like,
haven't
you should
relapsed
do like our
ever.
current health secretary.
Your stream
and
gives
go
me the
swim in
itches
like
though,
sewage
so I
and
haven't
like
been around in years.
infested water that hopefully there's a
Thank
few
you to these
leeches in there and the
co-streams
leeches
for
to,
being
like,
the
remove
best thing I'll
microplastics from
ever
your blood after
produce.
you
This was a
you
very
let
heartfelt
toxins
message
into
until
sewage
you
water,
said
so-
my
No, I think the
stream
real
gives you
way
the
you do it
itches.
is, isn't there some like blood cleaning thing you can do?
That was a very heartfelt. Wait, why is it repeating?
Hey Avast, I quit
Wait.
Overwatch in 2022 because
It's
of a
repeating.
legitimate
One
addiction
second.
problem, and I haven't relapsed
Why
ever.
is it repeating?
Your stream gives me the itches though, so I haven't been around in years.
Oh wait, maybe that's why. I think I fixed it. Wait, there we go. I think I fixed it. But thank you to Caesar Julius for the bits. I'm glad you've beaten your addiction. And I hope my stream doesn't give you the itches
It's like this thick
anymore.
fucking sludge, but it like carries a lot of oxygen.
Sorry about the voices.
What?
It's called blood doping.
Are you guys still talking about blood?
No, we're talking about blood doping. I turned into like, what did Lance Armstrong do to performance enhance? And he took blood out of his body, but stored it. And then before the event, he would pump all the blood back into his body, which is really bad for your cardiovascular system in the long term.
How does that help you?
Like, because you have more oxygen stored, basically.
I don't. But how do you have more oxygen stored? I don't get it.
Because you have more, you increase your red blood cell capacity. So like every breath is like storing more oxygen because you have more red blood cells.
But like, wouldn't I guess I don't. So like, is he like overflowing with blood? Does he have too much blood?
Yes, and it's like, it's bad. Like it can cause complications because your
That's
blood
crazy.
basically turns to the consistency of sludge. Like it's like really, like your blood is super thick after you do blood doping.
Wow. So what happens if I were to do that, but like, what if I were to do that, but like, with like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think. You know, I'm just gonna come back. I'm gonna think about this later. You know what? Just, I'll think about it.
You was thinking about other like systems. It's like
He was
what
still
if I
thinking
shit
about
back?
leeches.
Like what if, you know, I put it back into the body? Like what then?
Wait a minute. Well, now my fucking alert box. Wait. Okay, I can fix this. Monitor and output, perhaps. Let's try this. Wait, let's repeat this. 1 second, chat.
Also, Kava guy explained in more layman's terms.
What happens if I do this now and I replay it?
What is that? Okay, never mind.
You hear it?
Gamer girl, I understand.
Are you guys
Question
gonna
for
hear this?
Avast. If you drink another person's blood, does that count as cannibalism?
I mean, it's like the hydration form of cannibalism. You are consuming like the product of another person's. Although I guess that goes a little bit weird. It's like if you could.
GB just realized what he said. He just realized what he said in the pathway that was about to go down, and he just stopped himself real quickly. He just realized that half the human population might be cannibals.
Wait, half?
Why isn't this working? Why is this not? Why can't I hear the? You didn't break it. You didn't break it, Caesar Julius. But thank you for the prime. Why can't I hear this? What is going on here? Something's wrong. Why can't I hear this? Let's try this.
Also, this is my evidence that I am
At
an
least
old
DJ
fraud. This
Khaled
is
isn't
my
a cannibal?
evidence that
Yeah.
I am an old fraud.
Why is it now getting?
So bad.
Why is it now double?
To be fair, we're not entirely sure about that.
Why is it double now? I know you can't see the gameplay. Whatever. I'll fix this later. I'll fix this later. Sabo Tabby, thank you for the tier 1. You get the sub notification gonna come up, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to hear it. This is so sad. Sorry, my alert notifications are broken again.
Nice.
I don't know why.
Why are you apologizing to us? I don't
Well, because
Can't
that's why I
believe
was
you're missing
muted.
out.
That's why I was muted. And I can't figure out how it's. I don't know why it's broken.
You know,
I can't for life
okay,
figure out
so
why
if
it's
you guys
broken.
want to be higher on the Twitch directory right now, why don't you do the
Also, this
streaming
is my
together?
evidence that I am an old frog.
We do.
It will
I'm doing it
literally
right
put
now.
you ahead of other people on the Twitch directory at the moment. It is
Yeah,
a
accept my friend request. Accept my friend request of ours. Come on.
What are you talking about?
combine your powers.
I'm trying to send
It will
you.
put
I'm
higher
trying
on
to
the
send.
Twitch directory.
I'm trying to send you a friend request on Twitch.
Oh my gosh, they're so needy. Everyone's so needy here.
You're turning into a they now. What?
There, I've accepted. We've combined. We've combined our powers. Dude, look, and look what happened. Look what happened, by the way. ONSIDE banned Ram. Now they're gonna play fucking Orisa, and they're gonna lose. Because Kilo's just gonna clap their cheeks. It's exactly like as I predicted.
No. They banned Cass.
Also, this is my evidence that
Well-
Kilo
I
has to
am
do it
an
on
old
Soj now.
frog.
No, but okay, that's fine. Wait, why am I getting so many notifications? Why is this happening like 800 times? My notifications are fucked. What is happening? I'm
I don't
getting.
know, dude. I only sent you one friend invite, so I don't know what that is about.
What is going on? My alerts are breaking. It's just perks. It's just Aaron Keller yelling perks like over and over again.
Ants.
So it's just fucking 800 perks.
Ants.
Look, it's already 2-0.
What is
Yeah, it's
Zinky
done.
saying?
I don't know what he's saying, but it's over.
Ants. I know. I say that. You never
Makes
see
me
like
miss
the
Fall-
when
makes
was
me
going out
miss
there.
Fall-
Like,
Oh, fuck.
the,
It's
Michael
gone.
Douglas like did a thing where
Well, there's the
just saying ants,
Sabotabi
like,
too. What?
repeatedly for.
Well, I don't know why it's repeating. There you go.
I did not see that. No. They must have only showed that in Japan.
You know, you can't use this as the excuse for just being uncultured repeatedly.
Me when I'm Aaron Keller and they ask me what pain meds I want. Perks. Perks.
Dude, I still got like 5 leftover perks from my surgery.
Dude, you didn't give me any perks? You didn't give me any perks at DreamHack?
No,
What's up with that?
yeah,
Why?
I legally could have gone with them on the flight. Like it's within 6 months of the prescription.
Attacking
I
this
mean,
point
legally I couldn't
sucks.
have given you them, but I could have had them on there.
Yeah, it's definitely probably one of the hardest points on Junk City. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter because Poker Face, they're cooked. They're fucking cooked. Their internal temperature is like 315 degrees Fahrenheit, or whatever.
Oh wait, Spin's carrying. I believe in Spin.
I mean, he is
So
doing a
spin.
lot. Bro is doing a lot here. Unfortunately, they have a
Force
beat.
the beat. Ah, okay. Not just force the beat. The beat's kind of winning for them actually. Attacker's dying. Attacker's not dying. Spin's dying.
Nope. Spint is dying. And they don't touch, and that's it. Okay, Poker Face, you guys are done, and not just on Soup.
But on every platform.
There you go.
These guys might even be done on Mixer. That's how
I-
done they are.
I can't believe fucking ONSIDE beat my goats Heiser. He's so washed. My fucking goats. This is so sad. Alright, time to start it up. Zeta Division. Crazy Raccoon. I'll start up the next pred.
Oh, you have to turn on shared chat, by the way. to get
No,
the-
we've done that before, and then everyone was like, I hate the shared chat.
No, it's some people want it when it's not there, and some people didn't like it. It was kind of 50-50, I don't know.
Basically, it means that you won't combine the viewership metrics for the Twitch page unless you do the shared chat. That's why it's not merging in full right now. You gotta combine powers. It's the only way.
Potty, what am I? What I just saw a reply in chat to someone saying potty training is a thing, but nobody tells you how to wipe your ass. Just that you should. First of all, when you were potty trained by your parents should have told you how to wipe your ass. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, okay, actually, I'm ready to drop a wedge issue. I'll write on the chat right now. When it comes to wiping your ass, because this is something that is very variable from person to person. and there's oftentimes strong opinions on
It's
it.
not that variable. I know what you're gonna ask, and it's not that variable.
When you wipe your ass, do you stand up to wipe or do you stay sitting down? And
It's
wipe while
always
sitting down?
you're always sitting down, and the reason why you're always sitting down because if you stand up, then you smear the shit between your
Yes.
cheeks.
I agree, but there's a lot of
I do
people
it
who stand
lying
up.
down actually.
That doesn't make sense. How could you do it lying down? How could you do it, huh? Explain to yourself. Explain
With
to me.
great difficulty. Is how I do it.
What if you poop standing up? Well, I mean, technically, I think squatting while standing up is like the proper way we're supposed to do it biomechanically. I think that's why they invented like the squatty potty. It's because we're supposed to like squat naturally. Now, I don't think you're supposed to just like stand upright and let it like fall out of you.
Check DM by the way.
I'm doing Scrandle. Now that we're talking about poop, time to do Scrandle. Squatty potty was invented in my hometown. What a claim to fame for your town. Yeah, my town invented the fucking chair, the step stool to help you shit better. What a claim to fame. Wait, tropeiro from Brazil? What do I see here? Rice, pork, crackling, and a fried egg, and like it looks to be chickpeas or beans. Wait, this looks good. The Gloucester Monster Burger, £6.50. Honestly, the Brazil.
By the way,
Brazil
Kilo
looks
got
good as
robbed. I want you guys to know that.
shit. Wait, did he not get player of the match?
No, he didn't.
Wait, who
so
they give?
fucking robbed.
Who they give it to?
Otto.
Okay,
Otto.
that's. I mean, that's actually an insane robbery.
Yeah, dude, Kilo was. He was the guy, man. He was the guy.
I would take the Brazil one. The bacon cheeseburger of vomit and diarrhea.
I hear the name Kilo because in the early OW days, that was like notoriously like a smurf of Harry Hooks.
Slice of Domino's pizza from Spain.
And
Specifically Domino's.
also,
I mean, it's this.
there was an era where like Harry Hook was like dodging Dallas fuel practices, and the way he would like dodge Dallas fuel practices that he would get on the name Kilo on Discord. Like he would log off Harry Hook and go on the name Kilo, and hope that Arrow did not see him like on a different Discord playing games that Arrow was also playing.
Why is
So, like,
why are the
anytime I see
sausages so
name Kilo,
fucked
I
up?
just think of like Harry Hook like dodging his Dallas fuel.
Why are why is the stuffing in a ball? Why is the stuffing in an ice cream scoop? And why do the sausages look like they have
That's
scales?
it. That's what caused the downfall of Dallas Field. We figured it out.
I'm taking the chili nachos, which is not normally my route.
Hey, it didn't help.
What, something, the most fucked up looking burger of all time from the Napper's Burger? From Nap Hill?
Oh, is this a fresh scrandle?
This is a fresh scrandle. This is they drop every day. Fresh scrandle drops every day.
The scrandle looks much better than the scrandle I did yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday's scrandle was kind of cursed.
Like, why were the hot dogs like death gray?
Well, sometimes you get I think Thursdays are the meme scrandles.
Like the one I'm looking at here, like the pulled pork chipper, that shit looks good. Like I would do the left.
Yeah, but what about like the very wet burger on the right?
No, you go for the fucking pulled.
You don't
pork
want the
chipper,
very
you
wet
fool.
burger? Yeah, I'll take the left. Okay, I can't believe it. Fuck you, UK. Fuck
Fuck
you.
you, ZP.
It's
You
not
got it
ZP's
wrong.
fault. It's the
Okay.
UK. No,
No,
it's
I'm
the
blaming
UK.
ZP.
No,
I'm
the
blaming
UK voters
ZP.
are wrong. The UK voters are wrong.
No, the Europeans are wrong.
In more ways than one, actually.
The Europeans are definitely wrong. Okay, actually decent looking pizza from Italy. Who could believe it?
Yeah.
And the pork sandwich from Crackling from Canada mentioned Toronto FC, but it's also
I mean,
like
honestly, the pork
double the
sandwich
price.
also is like the bread actually looks decent.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's double the price. I think it's the pizza's gonna win. The
Yeah,
Pred's wrong?
pizza's-
Wait, is it? Is it not? Is it not? Oh, it's AGG Zeta. Oops. Let me change that. I thought it was for some reason I thought it was Zeta versus Let me refund these points. Let me refund those points.
Borpa.
It's AGG Zeta. There we go.
Borpa.
Okay. I'm taking the pizza. Okay. Pizza is one. I think the Toronto, the Canadian dish was just too expensive. We have the chippa, the cheesy bread from Paraguay versus
Okay,
steak, potato, and Guinness pie.
I'm going with the Chipsa here.
The Chipsa. You go with the
Chipsa?
Chipsa?
Nice.
I think it's gonna be that too. Yeah. Dude, I think I told you guys this already, but I had in Toronto. There was a pie shop, like a savory pie shop. I told Avril this. You weren't here, ZP, and I put the full Monty on it. Not the full Monte Cristo, but they called it the full Monty. We put the mashed potatoes and then the mushy peas and the liqueur and the gravy over the top. It's good as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It's good.
Also,
It's damn
the
good.
taco on the left actually looks good as fuck. Like,
It does.
steak
It's also
sandwich, I
it's
guess,
also
but-
4 pounds. But the thing is, here's the thing. The Scrandle fans will always pick Currywurst, even though the taco does look good.
I don't know, dude. That steak sandwich is fucking good.
It does look really good. I think they're gonna pick Currywurst, but I mean, I'm sorry. I agree. I think it looks better than the Currywurst.
I think you're getting curry baited here.
I think the Currywurst is like the automatic pick, but I would eat the one on the left. I would eat the one on the left for sure. Oh, it's a torta. It's not a taco. My bad. Whatever. It's a torta.
Guys,
I mean, it's
actually,
$4
Avast,
steak.
you're in Toronto. Does Toronto have a football team?
They do. Toronto FC. They're ass, but yes.
Okay. Like, I say left, but if you want to go right and be wrong, you know?
I think the football fans are gonna pick the right, and
Oh,
Currywurst always wins.
See them.
Oh.
You fool.
Yeah.
You fucking fool.
Currywurst is gross, and I won't stand for continued survival.
that
Currywurst is
chocolate
good.
cake actually, though, looks kind of nice.
That's actually
Lie to me. The football team's called Argonauts, isn't it?
well, yeah. But I mean, there's also a Toronto FC. That also exists.
I see.
Currywurst
God,
is good.
it's the cursed cheeseburger again.
Yeah, it's the one with grayscale. That's the grayscale cheeseburger.
Yeah, right. We know that one is shit. Like, it has to be the one on the right.
That's CFL team. What is a CFL? Why is the bun
Oh,
the
God,
same
what is that
shade of
flesh-colored
color?
hot
Yeah,
dog?
but no, why is the bun the same color as it? The
God.
bun and the hot dog are the same color.
That's like a person walking down the street wearing like a flesh-colored shirt.
How is that possible? How can a bun and the hot dog be the same color? How is that
Yeah, I'm
possible?
going for the chicken skewer. The chicken skewer like is probably better.
Well, it comes with cabbage and it comes with chips. I mean, I love cabbage.
It's also only 3 pounds.
Wait, why are they calling it cabbage? It's coleslaw. It's not it's not just cabbage. It's a coleslaw.
Well, why are they calling their fries chips, man?
Well, but at least I know what that is. I'll be taking the left. This is not a great day of Scrandle for me either.
Well, you can do a practice. You do a random. What
You want to do it?
practice?
It's just random ones every time. So you just get to auto-generate them forever. Can you play this next? Wait, I want to look at this off stream real quick. Catfishing.net.
Oh God.
What?
Guess the Wikipedia article from its entries.
How would I pot? This is hellish. This is a hellish game. Good night,
Yeah,
Emoji.
no, go back to Scrandle.
This is a hellish game. I'm not gonna guess Wikipedia articles. I'm sorry. I saw Northern Lion playing that. Yeah, but guess what? I'm not Northern Lion. Okay, I'm not. Northern Lion's his own thing. He's got a child. He's bald. He's mid-30s.
That's the dream life, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was a good time.
You're NL coded. I mean, I am NL. The thing is, but I'm more of like if you took Germa and Northern Lion, and then you took the worst parts of both of them and put them into one guy. So if you took the worst parts of Germa and the worst parts of Northern Lion and you made it into one streamer, I am the butt baby of that. Okay. I think it's the chicken curry. There we go.
Yes.
Did you play for Toronto Esports back in the day? No, I played for Boston Uprising and
Who just
LG.
joined?
What? Oh, it's Hex.
Mr. Agrams.
It's hexagrams. It's the hexagrams. I can't believe it.
Good morning. Why are
He's-
you
How you
awake?
doing?
Did you even go to
What?
sleep, CP?
No, I'm going to bed soon.
Oh.
Going to
What?
bed soon.
You sound like a concerned wife.
Yeah,
over
it does.
here.
It does.
I know.
I was so.
You have school tomorrow.
He was like, I'm going to bed soon.
Yo, no, mom. No, mom. I'm going to bed soon. Okay, I can stay up.
Oh, what's up, fellas?
Can't believe Hex just
How you
woke up.
doing?
Yeah, you
Isn't
should-
it 3 a.m.?
Scrandling right now while waiting for the next match.
Isn't it 3 a.m. for you? Why are you awake at 3?
I'm usually up at 4, but I don't know. I just woke up.
Just woke up.
Yeah, he goes to bed.
Also, those chicken
Goes to bed
tenders look
very
so much
early.
better than the sausage and chips.
They do.
Yeah, I opened up your stream and I just the thumbnail was what is this called? Scrandle.
It's Scrandle, yeah. We're doing some Scrandle right now.
And I was like, well, what in the Scrandle's going on here?
Wait, the double dog? Wait, the double massive dog?
Yo, the double decker
The
dog.
double decker dog? But chicken tikka
I mean, the
masala,
chick-
You know
it
what?
looks. But the thing is, I think the double decker dog looks better. I'm not gonna lie. This chicken tikka doesn't look very good.
I got
think
a
the pint
I got a
ones.
hexagrams question. This is a very good one for Hex. Great Lake, just feet away from the Cleveland Browns Stadium. What's it called?
Like Erie.
You spell that one.
E-E-R-I-E.
Avril, are you cheating?
there's only
with
4
Hex?
letters.
Are you
Only
cheating
4
with Hex?
letters.
So E-R-I-E.
I got you.
Look, can I feel insecure looking at a hot dog? Or
You
a
can.
spicy sausage?
You can. Yeah, I didn't play on Toronto Esports. I played for Boston. I played for LG, and then
Well,
I
you
just
shouldn't,
moved
'cause
to
that-
Boston.
The
in
sausage is
season
not
one.
very thick.
I did not play for Toronto Esports. I did scrim Toronto
I mean,
Esports a lot.
You're probably right.
So yeah, I did not play for Toronto. Moth paid for Toronto, and so did Snow at one point.
Fun fact about Lake Erie. I think this is Lake Erie. It once was set on fire because it was so polluted.
Dude, I think the spicy sausage was better than the fucking sausage roll myself.
Maybe that was a river.
Dude, I even
How
have a
does
ZP
the
one in
Wigan
here.
kebab
What
win?
someone who hears is Pepsi okay was probably hoping to order.
Okay, come
Oh,
on,
that's
pizza
even-
and a pint of
that's
pepperoni. Come on.
shoved right a
And a
ZP.
pint of Peroni.
How does that lose? How does that lose? How does the pizza and the pint of pepperoni lose? It looks perfectly good. You get a pint. You get a
Okay,
pint,
churros with
man.
chocolate dip.
It's a
No.
fucking
Locked
pepperoni,
in
though.
final answer.
Look at
Those
look
churros
at the
look fucking
curry.
amazing.
Look at the curry with the pint, man, and you get a pint.
Ah.
I guess the pint's not
No,
included. No, it's this.
Churros.
The churro loss. The churro loss.
Oh.
The churro loss, buddy. Okay, the 10-inch sausage roll is gonna win. Sausage roll always wins. How was your sleep today, Hex? Did you get a restful sleep?
It wasn't bad. I mean,
Okay.
I fell asleep at like 9 o'clock, pretty much on the dot. So I got like 6 hours. Good. I didn't wake up a ton or anything, so I'm happy with it for now. I'll probably take a nap this afternoon. What I've been doing lately. But good for now. Thank you for asking.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm not a takoyaki guy, by the way. I'm not a huge takoyaki guy. Yeah, it's not my. I don't. It's too sweet. Takoyaki's too sweet for me.
Have you
What
ever been? Have
sweet?
you,
Too
What?
sweet.
How is it sweet?
It's because
have you
like the
ever had
mayo.
Good takoyaki in Japan though.
What?
No, I haven't
Mayo's
been-
not sweet. What?
No, it's just the sauce is no. Well, because they drizzle it. It's like they put like a barbecue sauce with like the mayo. They do like a combo sauce. What's takoyaki? It's like
That's
fried.
sweet.
It's like fried octopus essentially. It's a bunch of fried
It's a
octopus.
fried
like
octopus
a
ball.
fluffy fried pastry.
Yeah, they put it in a
Very
pastry.
nice. I like it a lot. I really like
Is it
it.
actual? Is it actually octopus? I wouldn't eat
Yes,
it then.
it's octopus.
It's like
Oh,
the
I
only food that
forgot.
I've started to take a moral stand on, as I don't eat cephalopods.
Yes, it is an octopus. It is an
What else is a
octopus, and
cephalopod?
they put a
Like
well. There's a
s-
cephalopod.
Squid, cuttlefish, you know, pretty much that whole genus of,
Why cephalopods specifically?
because they're too intelligent.
They're very smart. They're very smart.
I used to fuck with calamari. I like how it tastes. It's really good. It's just I don't know. It's just something about it morally started really bothering me.
I remember
so
when I was a
quit it.
child, my brothers
Oh.
and I were all very
Yo, can we
picky,
talk
and my
about the
dad
part-
tricked us into eating it,
Okay.
saying it was chicken.
Hang on, can we talk about like the difference of like spectrum here, where we have Hex who respects the sanctity of intelligence, won't even like eat octopus now because of how smart they may be. Meanwhile, Avast is just sitting here like eating his fellow humans day and night.
I'm not
Fucked up.
eating any human beings.
That's actually fucked up.
I love that. There's a line in your.
Well, the thing
chat that
is,
says,
some
I
humans
wouldn't-
aren't very smart, so I can accept that.
is
Mm.
what- is your chat. I wouldn't eat anything that could beat me at chess. True. So like
Mm.
certain chickens are off the table as well.
So what?
though.
You wouldn't eat a robot then if it beat you at chess? You wouldn't eat the robot? I'd
Only
eat a
if it-
robot.
Yeah, only if it was sentient.
I would show the robot who's boss. If the robot
Wait.
tried to enslave us, I'd be like, no, I'm just gonna eat you.
Is it sentient or sentient?
I think you could say. I think it's
I've
sentient,
heard it
but
both
sentient.
ways.
It's like sentient when you say
I
it
feel
like singular.
Sentient is, I don't know.
Sentience. There's sentience, and then there's sentient. I feel like it's like two. I think it might be an English thing. It could be both. I don't know. It could be an American English versus like a British English. I don't know. Would you eat a dog if you beat it at chess? No, I don't think so.
I've always said sentient, so I'm gonna assume that's right.
Yeah, it's moral to eat AI. I agree. If someone uses generative AI, just eat the AI. Eat it.
Do you realize in the rival space, and I mean a little bit Deadlock too, how many times teams are just like, we have a logo, and it was the most like AI generated thing of all time.
To be fair, that's pretty much the most biggest candidate. That's Berber or Patapim, because the joke is it's literally AI.
It actually is a difference between British and American pronunciation. American is sentient, British is sentient.
See,
I would have thought that would be the reverse in terms of like which is from where.
I'm going for AGG, but I'm very unconfident. I don't think there's like a clear answer. If I'm gonna be honest, Muffin, there's not like a clear answer for a pick prediction-wise. Personally, since Zeta looked so good yesterday,
Dude, I can't believe Zeta Division has to go against all the gamers in the world.
it's
I'll be right back.
it's
All
tough.
gamers.
Stuff.
I think I would
Ah,
I think I would take Zeta.
I can't do this.
I think I
crossover, this
would
is too
take
hard.
Zeta. Oh, is it the mini? Is it the mini?
Who here? No, it's the Posmo one. Who here knows MLS? X surely does. X,
I gotta do the
X
mini.
looks like an MLS guy.
He just went AFK.
Major League Soccer? I can try.
MLS team based in the California city as the Galaxy.
Well, that's...
So Los Angeles?
Is it that one? Right?
Yeah, but how many letters is it? How could
Or
it
is
be
it
letters?
the HS?
4.
I'm pretty sure it is the LA Galaxy.
That one?
But it can't be the Galaxy because that's in the hint.
What
Well-
about
Oh, LAFC. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'll tell you this.
Awesome.
If you ever get a question about the New England team, it's the New England Revolution. There you go. Another Robert Kraft franchise.
Does he own all the Boston New England teams?
No, he does not own the Red Sox, thank God. Well, actually, it's not really much improved for Red Sox ownership, to be fair. But no, he does not own the Red Sox or the Bruins.
Maybe?
Nor does he own the Celtics.
Is it AV? Is it that?
He
Maybe.
doesn't own the Red Sox, but damn if they don't have the same hiring practices.
Yeah, the Red Sox went from like being a team that used to spend a lot of money to a team that just went full budget. They're kind of the London Spitfire of Major League Baseball at the moment. Back when London Spitfire were a thing, and they went from like Jack paying outrageous salaries to just being like, can you get them on minimum?
Is that it? Research org? Is it CHS? Oh, I'm stupid as fuck.
엄청난 경기력을 보여줬었죠. 강팀 크레이지라 크루저 보냈습니다. 그리고 있어요. 시링디 사이드에 정점을 원하고 있습니다. 제타 디비전. 사실 그동안에 제타가 너무 눕는다 이런 얘기를 하도 많이
Wait, is this not okay?
공격적으로 하기 위해서 좀 많이 여러 가지 디벨롭을 시켰잖아요. 근데
Isn't it? Is this not? Oh, oops. Is this not? This is probably Chanukah, is it not? Because it's not. Because this is a bra. Is it not
You know what's sad, though?
Hanukkah?
The
What is
feeling
this?
that I'll probably never see the Minnesota Vikings win a
Is this
championship in
Hanukkah?
my lifetime. If I go by
What the fuck is it supposed to be?
Tables.
I gotta be for this. Right.
Would it be crazy if, as soon as you died, they win the championship and you'd be right?
I mean, that God is not that kind. To
Is
the
this
Minnesota
Mexico?
Vikings.
What?
Oh god.
This is supposed.
That's
Is
the
this?
X can attest.
What?
Yeah, there's
Is
like
this
a
not
3-hour documentary about the
New
misery of
New Mexico? What?
What's the closest they've gotten?
Probably NFC Championship game, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And
Sensationally.
the last time they got there was the famous Brett Favre Bounty
Yeah.
Gate game, where the Saints literally amped up their players to injure Brett Favre by offering money incentives, so they beat.
Is this
the
a
shit
war
out of him.
movie?
Pretty much.
What? Okay, so this is wrong. This is
Although to
a.
be fair, karma-wise, it probably wasn't the worst thing because Brett Favre, as it turns out, is like not a very good person.
Is this supposed to be? What the
Are
fuck
you
is
done
going
with
on?
this crossword puzzle, Avast? I saw you were doing it. so I
No,
wanted to
not
know.
even close. I'm
It's the big one
cooked.
today.
This one's
Oh,
tough.
really?
This one's tough.
What is 4 down?
This is a hard one.
I was doing a
I
big
don't think
crossfit. He's
so.
doing a mini one.
You don't think it's tough?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm just getting to the downs now.
I think it's an
They
A.
want me to be able to. They want me to be able to spell Hanukkah. No chance.
Is that what this is? Is that Hanukkah?
I think so.
But it says, but the thing is, the research work that once employed Dr. Fire, is that not the CDC?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that's throwing it off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, research.
Dude, I think the hardest one might be like Washington Post crossword. It's so fucking hard.
Fucking Bezos.
What the fuck is
Sensationally-
what? Wango Bango? Is this Wango Bango? Whiz Bang.
Wango Bango.
What the fuck? I was like,
I think.
oh,
it's
this is
Whiz Bang, I'm not
Surefire.
sure. That's what it's gonna be for me right now.
Wait, it's not Surefire? What?
Like I'm not certain.
본인들한테 잘 맞는 조합을 찾아와가지고 또 이제 강팀이 된 것 같아가지고 조금 약간 경계를 하면서 지켜보고 있습니다.
What the fuck? Verify the truth. It's not. Is this certify? What?
Okay, let's get back to
Well, what is 1 down? PBS. Yeah. Wait, isn't Saturday Night Live on NBC?
Oh, okay.
it. Is.
Too many networks, guys.
We got
I
it.
don't remember all
the top
of
is
them.
the top has got to be NHS. right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is why it's not CDC, it's NBC, and then that means that will fix your 9 o'clock.
But is this not?
No,
the
no,
pro-
no, it's not. There's no, it's not Surefire.
Yeah, it can't be.
Yeah, you were right on Certify, I think.
Yeah, but see, like,
Certify
what
is spelled with a
so what
C.
is 2 down
Oh.
then?
No, yeah,
Because
Oh, yeah, I
seven
see.
It's
across-
not NBS, it's NBC.
No, but the thing is, but 10 down is fee fi fo fum. So
Yeah,
the
I
F
don't
wouldn't
know
make
about this.
sense. That wouldn't make any
I don't-
sense.
Because I have 9 across as reaffirm as well. No, that's wrong. Shit.
No.
This one's a tough one today.
I know. Students request while
11
preparing for a
across.
test. This is not
야, 이 자식들아.
ism. Students request.
빨리 끝내서
Quiz
Well,
me.
oh, quiz me. Okay. Of course. All good to go. AGG, all, am, ant, arc. What the fuck is this? Dude, what the fuck is 9 across? And also, what is 6 down? Because 4 across is World War I.
6 down is in Mexico.
In Mexico?
That's what I have. Yeah.
But the in is a 1? Oh no, because
but
you put
there's-
you put it as an I.
You don't.
Yeah.
You never put
Yeah.
letters or numbers across your puzzles.
I'm so stupid. Dude, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
I don't know about. I'm still not sure about the top left corner. Because isn't 7 across supposed to be bra?
But also, isn't the NHS like? Is that not the national? Is that not like the British like government
Yeah,
agency?
I don't think that's right.
That
too,
can't
because
be
then
right.
you have
The N is correct for sure. Like
Yes,
NBC
the in
like-
is definitely right. I just don't know about the rest of it.
Yeah, because so it's N, B, C. Because 7 across has to be bra.
Yes. What the fuck is the Haudenosaunee Confederacy? Is this the? Oh, I know what it is. It's the NIS. Because it's the Iroquois. It's the
Oh,
Iroquois. It's the Iroquois. That's the Confederacy.
Good Iroquois pull.
Iroquois, of course. How could I forgot? 8-day Jewish holiday though. I don't know what this one is.
It's gonna be Hanukkah. So it's N-I.
Oh wait, there's an O. It's there's an O here. So this is O. It's confirmed.
Yeah,
You're right.
9
It's
across
confirmed.
is-
It's
9 across
confirmed.
is then confirm.
Yes. Well then how the fuck? But then the problem is it can't be Hanukkah because it starts with an S.
No, because it's NIH, remember? So
Oh, NIH. Yes, you're right.
so HANUK. I don't know. Is that
But
UAH?
Han. Is there another A? Perhaps it's a U. A. What is this? Wait. AOK. AOK? Fuck you. I hate when they do that. When it's like combined into one thing for all gonna go AOK.
Alright, I finished. This one was weird.
Me
That
when I
top
have
left corner
so true.
fucking
Yeah,
threw me
the
off.
top left. Well, also the thing is, I forgot. I was like, I was looking for the long time until I got like the jukebox. I was like, what is this Confederacy? And I was like, wait, the Iroquois. Of course. If I got that one earlier, I would have popped.
The Iroquois.
The Iroquois.
Honestly,
I
I think your biggest fuck up there for a while is just like thinking sounding.
Yeah, I mean the top left corner like fucked me a bit. The top left corner fucked me for a little bit. Yeah, I know. Mini time drop. Everyone posts the mini times. Everyone say mini time.
I usually get those done in about like the bigger ones in like 2 minutes, and that one took me 6.
Listen, it's late, okay? It's 6 a.m. for me, and I haven't gone to sleep.
Here's my question: what if we could get aimbot Calvin to do?
Yeah, I mean, putting a number in the crossword puzzle is pretty next level.
What's fucked you is not starting with Hanukkah? Well, the reason I didn't immediately put in Hanukkah because I thought it was like I was like, isn't there like there's also like Passover and shit, right?
Dude,
I also have
someone
no idea how
immediately
to
in a
spell
chat, I don't
Hanukkah.
believe Calvin could finish a mini.
Yes, I know about the one. Okay, sorry for the in Mexico. Yes, I put the one because I wasn't thinking because it's late and I'm tired. Okay, what do you want from me? Okay, I'm beautiful. I'm not supposed to know how to do the mini. Passover is like 20 days. Okay, well that's why. But still, there's 2 Jewish holidays that last a long fucking time. So that's why I didn't immediately put it in.